KFH.
The KFH studios, powered by Devon James Injury Lawyers. Call 888-8888.
That's 888-8888.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance engineer at a beverage manufacturing plant, he starts his day knowing every line is ready to run because Grainger delivers the industrial-grade products he needs to keep mixers, conveyors, and packaging equipment moving. With Grainger's vast selection of bearings, belts, and motors, he keeps operations running smoothly, so nothing grinds to a halt. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Hey, it's Tyler Reddick
and Bubba Wallace from 2311 Racing.
On the track, every second counts.
And off the track, the same rules apply. Just fewer pit stops.
That's why we're spinning into Chumba Casino.
From social live casino to slot masters, the action's fast, fun, and totally free.
Rack up points, climb the leaderboard, and take home bragging rights.
Play anytime, anywhere. No downloads needed.
Join the race at ChumbaCasino.com. Let's Chumba.
Sponsored by VGW Group. No purchase necessary. See terms at ChumbaCasino.com. Must be over 21, present in the state where it's legal to play.
Hop in a John Deere Gator XUV for a day's work. Let's see what's on the to-do list. There goes the tree. And the fence. Not a problem. Because you've got a cargo box filled with solutions. Up to 4,000 pounds of towing capacity. And you're ready to roll.
The power's out!
Here we go again. The Gator XUV. Built for every kind of workday. Learn more at johndeere.com/Gator XUV. Nothing runs like a deer. And Doug.
Hot dog! Get your hot dog!
Customize! Customize and save with Liberty Mutual.
Hey, what are you doing?
I like your method. Direct. To the point. A little loud, but...
Listen, people don't buy car insurance the same way they do hot dogs.
Not yet, but both are customizable.
Popcorn! Get your popcorn!
Hey, this is a hot dog area.
And customize and save area. Get a quote at libertymutual.com or with your local agent.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Hey, Wichita, it's Jacob Albrecht. Stay right there for the latest breaking and sports talk. It's Sports Daily, coming up next exclusively on 97.5 and 1240 KFH.
From the Accident Recovery Team Traffic Center, don't worry about me, I called ART.
Traffic. Southeast Boulevard northbound at 31st Street. Watch for roadwork delays. Allow a few extra minutes to move through the area. And watch for construction on I-135 in both directions near K96. From the Accident Recovery Team Traffic Center, that's your Odyssey Wichita traffic.
Weather. Good morning. Skies turn mostly sunny today, and it won't be as hot as Tuesday. 102 yesterday, 94 today with a light east wind. Partly cloudy tonight, 72 is the low. Partly cloudy on Thursday, a high in the lower 90s. Pretty good chance of storms by Thursday evening and Thursday night. Otherwise, the heat returns, mostly sunny and 98 on Friday. Triple digits this weekend. That's your forecast from Storm Team 12. I'm meteorologist Jake Dunn.
Wichita's most listened to sports radio.
I scream along at the top of my lungs. It's a way to release my rage. Chill, dude.
97.5 and 1240 KFH.
Kansas Fan Headquarters, 97.5 and 1240 KFH Radio.
This is 97.5 and 1240 KFH, Wichita, K248CY Wichita, KNSS HD2 Clearwater, and Odyssey Sports Station.
Hey, Wichita, it's Jacob Albrecht. Stay right there for the latest breaking and sports talk. It's Sports Daily, coming up next exclusively on 97.5 and 1240 KFH.
Pat Boyle here to help you get the books with Western One Sports. Staff Taxes and Jared Goff throwing for at least 4,000 yards. That's been the case for the past 4 seasons where Goff has thrown for at least 4,400 yards each year. He hasn't missed a game in the past 4 seasons, so injuries can always play a role in season-long player totals, but for a player who's proven to be durable and has Jahmyr Gibbs, Amon-Ra St. Brown, and Jameson Williams to throw the ball to, I'll be taking the over 4,050 season-long passing yards for Jared Goff. I'm Pat Boyle. Bet smarter and beat the books. Download the BetMGM app today.
I'm David Ortiz. When I lost my mom, she was only 46, and I lost my dad to cancer. It was the worst pain I ever felt. It made me think, what will happen with the people I love when my time is up? That's why I have life insurance. Ethos makes it easy. It's all online, take about 10 minutes, and you can get up to $3 million in coverage.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/game. That's ethos.com/game. Paid testimonial. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
This is an Odyssey Sports Minute.
The Falcons made Bijan Robinson one of the highest paid running backs ever because his 3-year extension worth $66 million set him at the highest average annual value at $22 million per year. But his guaranteed money is only $51 million, which still puts him $2 million behind rookie Jeremiah Love, who has a $53 million fully guaranteed contract before playing a snap on that day.
You gotta download the app.
Gotta get the Odyssey app. 97.5 and 1240 KFH. Listen live on the Odyssey app.
Hook him down. Really? I mean, is that going to be a thing now? You like it? Thanks, catching. What are you looking at? Go.
Now, from Wichita's most listened to sports radio, 97.5 and 1240 KFH. This is Sports Daily.
Aloha, Mr. Hahn.
Aloha. What are you people? On dope?
Allegedly. Welcome in, everybody. Sports Daily here. Jake Ballbrock, Brady Bowman. Need a little boost this morning. A long election night for the two of us.
Mm-hmm.
An unplanned, somewhat matching Hawaiian Shirt Wednesday. I like it. Who you got
That's
on
close.
there? That's the Spider-Man.
This is the only one I have.
You know,
right now.
For a second there, I thought that was like a shortstop bending over to turn a double play or something. But no, that's Spider-Man there.
I mean, Spider-Man could do that.
My
and whatever a spider
betrayed
can.
me yesterday, Brady, and went and watched the new Spider-Man movie without me. Darn
I caught it Monday.
Tuesdays are. You've already seen it, you said?
Yeah, we saw it Monday. Yeah.
Good? My kids liked it. They're right on the fringe age of being able to watch those superhero movies, like old enough. So it's like, go take them to see that. It was like that, or go see Moana remake for the 50th time. I'm like, take them to see Spider-Man. Like, it'll be way cooler.
I liked it.
Yeah, they went and saw it without me. I think I've seen the other new ones. I don't remember anything about them, but I'm sure it was great. And maybe I'll see it at some point here. Welcome in, everybody to Sports Daily. Jacob Albrock, Brady Bowman in post-election day. Glad to have everybody with us here on this Hawaiian Shirt Wednesday. And it is a fun day, always, on Sports Daily. Just the energy, right? Just the energy. We are getting ready to just have the fall here. We're so close to this thing, you can taste it. And we get a lot more to talk about just about every day, it seems like. And we like that. And we want to hear from you now. 3 hours live in the new format. Day 3 of that shift for Sports Daily. I believe the first time in the long history of this program that it has been 3 hours regularly. So we're excited about that. Now, 8 to 11, all live, gives you more opportunities to interact with us live and on the air. So take advantage as we continue to, get people up to speed with the change. You form habits and things change. I get it. I'm trying to form my own habits here, Brady, with the extra hour to get ready for the day and all of these other things. So glad to be here with you. 869-1240 is that phone number to call. If you got anything on your mind and you want to chime in, go for it. You can do that with us. You can also get in touch with the program through email at sportsdaily@kfhradio.com. That's always available for you. You can get in touch with us, Brady, through our video streams, Facebook, YouTube, and X. You can leave comments. We can get those right there over the air. So we have those available for you. Of course, thanks for watching us on 12 News Connected. Thanks for listening to us on the Odyssey app. If you are on the Odyssey app, you can hit the little microphone and chime in that way as well. It'll let you leave a voice message we can get right out over the air. We'll get you the latest on the Protect College Sports app. I know it was a distracting night last night, election night. It was distracting for us a bit as well, as we were both on election coverage for 12 News. But we have some of that to get to today. We've got it more, a more concise way to take you through the final changes of this. You've got prominent names in college sports penning open letters. Everybody wants this to happen. Everybody. I haven't heard somebody opposed to this, Brady, in a week. Everyone just get it done. You can deal with the rest later. So we'll take you through some of the revisions and some of the things happening, and, of course, any breaking news with the procedural stuff in Washington to maybe get this thing to the floor before Friday's deadline to a recess, although it's been rumored, I guess, that they could work into the weekend, maybe. So we'll see about that. We'll take you into Chiefs camp as things just continue to rock and roll into camp. More major injuries in camps across football. Man, I'm glad it's the time of year where we have training camp, Brady, but boy, do I hate training camp. It's just like every day. Jordan Walker goes down for the Falcons, who we previewed that division yesterday.
Right, yeah, we're just talking about him.
That is a key piece for them. That was a first-round pick last year, the hometown kid right out of Georgia. That's just a bummer, man. So we'll watch and react and take you through it, though. That's football. Football is lots of injuries. We'll preview another division. We went NFC South yesterday. We'll go AFC South today, so looking forward to that. We'll have some headlines I missed a little bit later. About an hour from now, we'll have that. So stay tuned for that as well. The Royals get a win in Bobby Witt Jr.'s return as he looks good. And it, I want to take a look because we had Tarek Skubal make his first appearance for the Dodgers, and they didn't win. But how big a problem is the Dodgers? Are the Dodgers secretly going to solve a lot of baseball's problems just because everybody? It's sort of like the Protect College Sports Act, right? Like at some point, everyone's like, we just can't keep this going. Like we got to do something, whether we all agree on it or not. We got to do something here. So we'll talk about it. We haven't talked a lot about the other moves made at the trade deadline as we were spending most of our time with the Royals yesterday. It's all What's on Tap, brought to you by the Wichita Brewing Company, now featuring trivia tonight and every Wednesday at WBC West at 7 o'clock. Prizes for first, second, and third place at WBC West for trivia tonight at 7. WBC, pizza and beer made here. Brady, did you survive election night? What time did you get home last night? I think I left maybe just a tick earlier than you did.
I think I got home probably around 12:30, something like that.
I was home by 10:45.
Yeah, I got a little more of a drive, but yeah.
But we're rocking. I don't think I was in bed much before then. Election nights are long ones in the news world. It's one of the big nights, and things were settled pretty quickly last night, as the state of Kansas will see Ty Masterson and Cindy Holscher square off, old Senate mates running for governor, and that will be. I hope you're ready for political ads.
Yeah, get ready.
Here they come. We're gonna have a
Boy,
lot.
will they? Yeah,
we've got a Senate seat open. We've got that governor's race. Like it is going to be political ad season. It already was up into the primary.
Sure,
but we made it, Brady. We made it.
We did. We can take a 2-month break until midterms get going, and then we'll get ready for that whole thing. But yeah, it was the thing about election nights in a newsroom, any newsroom. I think that I've ever been in, whether it's been back in newspapers or radio or TV, it's always it's the same
pizza.
sort of busyness. There's always pizza, yes, always some pizza, and it's just one of those things. Like you said, thankfully though,
energy. It's good.
It's a good energy, and thankfully last night, and I say thankfully just for speaking on behalf of news people working election nights. Things are pretty much settled by 9 o'clock for the most part. I think on the Democratic side, on the governor race, we thought it'd be closer earlier, but that kind of started to resolve itself as the hours went on. So it was pretty. I think it was more cut and dried than I think we thought it would be going into
probably so. The amendment that was on the ballot. We're just catching you up here. Was a no vote, a pretty resounding no vote. So if you're waking up and you're not so into it that you're watching every second, those were the couple of really big ones that have been headline grabbing, and you see all the yard signs and those things. But you can go to kwch.com, you can go over to knss.com and check the results there. As we're through it, we made it. Now one more to go in November. I looked. I think I might still be on paternity from TV on the November election.
Lucky you.
So I don't know what that means. We were 2 hours live right here on 12 News Connected, where you're watching us right now. I don't know what that'll mean for November. We don't have to worry about it too much until November. We have plenty of other things to worry about in the sports world, and that's what we'll do here on Sports Daily. Let's get you caught up on the latest with the Protect College Sports Act bill. We're kind of following this day by day this week, see if we can get this thing through. The Shockers, Brady, playing a big-time opponent now. They've got one scheduled to be, I think, very excited about. We'll have the latest there as well this hour. It'll be kind of a college hour here on Sports Daily. It's all Brockton Bowman. Stick around.
Lightning, hail, tornadoes, flooding. It's the worst of severe weather, and it's coming. Spring brings warmer temperatures, but also dangerous weather conditions. Stay up to date day or night with the Storm Team 12 weather app. You'll get accurate forecasts so you can plan ahead and stay safe, no matter the weather. Download the Storm Team 12 weather app, brought to you by Stutzman's Greenhouse.
The future of television has arrived. Next Gen TV is here with stunning video, movie theater quality sound, enhanced voice clarity, and interactive features, all upgradable for the future. Learn more at watchnextgentv.com.
The canvas of our imagination. They tell a story. Clouds affect the events of your day. Sometimes they growl, sometimes they inspire, but they're always the messengers of nature's mood, written in the sky. Storm Team 12 understands the language of clouds. We're dedicated to decoding their message, so you know what to expect. Behind every cloud, there is a story waiting to be told. Trust Ross Jansen and Storm Team 12, alerting you first to the impact on your life.
We are following a breaking update.
Every day, all day, stream the stories that have you talking near and far.
Whoever is behind the wheel of this bus is not stopping.
From hundreds of local reporters and meteorologists spanning the country.
Chaos here this morning at the UW campus.
Search LNL for the all-new Local News Live streaming app.
Odyssey is one of the most influential audio and entertainment brands in the nation. You already know Odyssey's iconic local radio brands in Wichita. But did you know Odyssey has the country's best collection of music, news, and sports brands? Odyssey is also a premium podcast creator, major event producer, and digital innovator. Odyssey brings people together across the country and right here in Wichita. Odyssey also delivers meaningful radio and digital audio results. Find out our story and impact at odysseyinc.com/Wichita.
Make yourself known now.
31001 in traffic pursuit.
Oh my God, here.
Investigate TV Plus begins with real people.
We investigate stories that impact you
and inspire change every day.
Something is broken.
Real problems.
Why are they hiding it?
And real solutions.
My daughter was dying in front of me.
What was your reaction when he said that?
Investigate TV Plus, weekdays at 3:30 p.m. on KWCH.
Sometimes people tell us, I don't get it, it's just tea. But let me tell you, we are so much more than just tea.
With 20 plus flavors of sweet and unsweet iced tea, the possibilities are endless. Come on in and try them all for free to find your favorite or get us on the go for your busy lifestyle. And don't miss happy hour every day. So the next time someone tells you it's just tea, tell them to come by and find out why we say drink tea, be happy.
Jim Rome here, lighting up your afternoons on The Jim Rome Show. Catch me starting at 2 on Wichita's #1 sports radio, Kansas Fan Headquarters, 97.5 and 1240 KFH.
Mornings are busy. We're here to make your mornings better. We report the stories that affect you.
3 more hospital lies from contaminated apple juice just a day after the FDA issued a recall.
We're here to make your mornings better.
Closing east and westbound lanes of K96 for repairs.
With 12 News, you're prepared for your whole day.
Scattered thunderstorms across the state into the afternoon.
Stay a step ahead with 12 News this morning on KWCH and KSCW.
Sports Daily is on KFH.
All right, welcome back in, everybody. Glad to have you with us here. Thanks, Prairie Fire Coffee, for keeping us ready to rock and roll each and every day here on Sports Daily. Glad to have you and all of us with you. Brady, how's the coffee this morning?
Oh, going down smooth, Jacob. We're in cup one. And notice, especially for the new 3-hour format, I've had different coffee mugs on this show, but I'm sticking with this one. It's not very decorative, but it's the biggest one.
Well, I'll tell you, here's the secret. I've told TJ this. There's 2 secrets to coffee.
That's
one, the auto on, whatever they call that, where it automatically makes it and it's ready right when you wake up. That is one thing that must happen.
Like a Keurig?
No. That doesn't make enough coffee. They're just a regular old coffee pot where you set the schedule.
Oh, I got you.
The other thing that I have learned, and this was a gift from my wife years ago for Sports Daily, is she'd watch me race upstairs in between breaks to put my coffee in the microwave, because it cools off. You can get yourself one of these insulated coffee mugs, and it'll stay hot throughout. That's the ticket. The only problem with it is I have no idea how much coffee I drink in the mornings, because I just keep kind of topping that off throughout the thing. So I don't know. It's too much, probably. Probably a little too much. Glad to have everybody here with us. It is Sports Daily, and we are rocking and rolling for 3 hours live. So, Brady, let's get caught up again. This is kind of how we've had to start a lot of shows lately. The latest on the Protect College Sports Act. And, look, I get it. This is procedural, legislative. Like, it's not nearly as sexy and exciting as, a game happening, which we can't wait for, by the way. Mm-hmm. But I can't think of a more, I don't want to call it important because that would imply, I'm not even trying to say like a more monumental thing in a while. We all know college sports have gone insane lately. This aims to fix a lot of that, at least a lot of it that we care about, right, as consumers of the sport. Some of this stuff is complicated. Some of it is let highly paid people figure this out and sort it out. Some of it is very simple, and some of it will really help, I think, get us to a place. Because you got to remember, too, like there's about to be discussions about college football playoffs, which we can discuss here. I don't think you and I have ever discussed the college football playoff and potential expansion and those things. I think that's about to be discussed again. But we have all of these things happening simultaneously, right? We survived conference realignment. We survived that realignment didn't alienate everybody outside the SEC and the Big Ten. We have survived all these little things, but the thing that continues to haunt us as college consumers are the transfer portal. I think NIL, we're even getting, better ideas of how that can look, but we're so close, it feels like to me, and I don't know if you feel this way, but to me, it feels like we are so close to entering an age of college sports that as consumers will be better than it ever has been. We're that close. We're also that close to disaster, that close to people becoming sick of it, right? And like just being like, all right, I'm done. I'm done investing this much time and energy. I don't feel like, my team has a chance when all these teams are spending all this kind of money, all of that stuff. but we're so close to either one.
Yeah, it feels like there's some. I was looking at this article from The Athletic that just came out this morning, talking about that, really just kind of summing up what's in this bill as it gets close to passage, because it looks like senators are getting an actual final draft of the language of the bill, and that's always a big step to get to a vote on it. And there's something at definitely when it comes to the transfer portal and those sort of things, I think there's a lot of things that are fixed. But when they're talking about expansion and the Super League, because those are really interesting rules that are in this bill that would limit to 19 members max for any conference. The 5-year rule, if you're going to move to another conference, if you're already in a power conference, that 5-year wait as an independent, boy, this really slams the brakes on conference expansion in the way that we were worried about it expanding, basically having maybe 2 super leagues or something like that. So I think that's kind of interesting. But also at the same time, I'm reading that and I'm just thinking a part of me just feels like, well, when it comes to conference realignment and those sort of things, it still kind of feels like the damage is already done in some ways, especially when you look at the Big Ten teams and you got California teams in the Atlantic Coast Conference, which is still, there's some of that's so weird to me. And like we've talked about on this show with Tim Fitzgerald, I still believe that basketball and football should have its own separate rules and a separate approach, because I think ideally I would like to see things restored to where non-revenue programs aren't going to have the travel issues that they have now, where you're going all across the country and some of the regional schedules are pretty much up in smoke. I still believe that when it comes to the non-revenue sports, we need to get back to a more regional conference for those sports and separate out some of these rules for basketball and football. But yeah, I mean, there's finally movement, Jacob. I mean, I'm still not sure if anything's going to get passed this week, because like we talked about, it has to go back to the House, and we know how slow things can go there, and on top of everything else that Congress is dealing with this week. But we're the closest we've ever been to some sort of solution on some of these.
It's the nice distraction, I think, from that other stuff, and it's universally desired pretty much at this point. So I think that's the thing that holds out hope that we could get there. And I'm with you. Some of this stuff is, I do think different rules for the revenue generators and the non makes sense, because it allows some flexibility for the non-revenue generators to operate at a lower cost. Like, no offense to Shocker Baseball. Why is Shocker Baseball playing games in Hawaii?
Right?
No offense to golf programs around the country, but why are we not playing golf with people in a region? Who cares what conference it is? Or
Right.
some, the travel costs for some non-revenue generators don't make a lot of sense right now. Maybe they do again down the road, but if you set them up maybe with a different set of rules and guidelines and everything else, you can work through that until we solve the other stuff. So I'm with you on that.
And also, isn't it crazy that we acknowledge these programs are non-revenue, and we're like, hey, guess what? We know you're non-revenue. We're gonna up your expenses. You're traveling clear across the country now, and we already recognize you're non-revenue. We're making it harder on you.
I love those sports, and I don't want to see what happened to Wichita State golf happen to anything else, right? So how can we help administrators and the people and coaches and the people that have to get this stuff done? How can we give them more flexibility to do it while, the big revenue generators, football, men's basketball, often women's basketball, like how do we equip them to best operate and generate a lot of revenue, quite frankly? So, we'll see. Rick asks if we saw that the ghost transfer, the coach, if a coach transfers in the middle of a season, they're suspended half a season. Now, I don't know if this changed, Rick. As of yesterday, it was for a season, the Lane Kiffin rule. Like, it was a full season suspension as it was written yesterday. That might have changed. It is constantly evolving here. But I'm glad that's in there. We need to hold coaches to the same standards we hold players. I've said that for years, Brady. Like, why do we let coaches hold out and leave and break their agreements and have buyouts and all this garbage. Like, why do we do that? That's not okay. Like, we can't hold them to a lesser standard than we hold players. And if we want to get agents in line, which is a part of this, get agents in line for the coaches, because you've got athletic directors represented by a certain agent hiring coaches represented by a certain agent negotiating against other coaches represented by the same agent. Like, it's just a free-for-all to jack up salaries and stuff. So I'm glad to see a coaching rule put in there. If we're going to hold players to a higher standard, let's hold administrators and coaches to a higher standard. I'm all for it. So I like it. I love it. In fact, yeah, the highest should be right. Austin should have got this in last segment. Says Hall of Fame game is tomorrow.
That's right.
I just,
man,
I
Austin,
gotta be honest. I got no interest in the Hall of Fame game. Who plays in the Hall of Fame game this year?
We got the Cardinals, and I don't know who else.
Oh, I did see that. Carson Beck is starting the game for the
Cardinals.
Yes. Okay. All right. I don't know. What do I dislike more?
Panthers.
Preseason football or training camp? I'm not sure. I mean, I like them both, and I appreciate that they're marking the season is coming, but I'm not sure which one of those bugs me more, training camp or the NFL preseason. The Hall of Fame game is low down the list. But anyway, back to college sports. So we got a final list of the revisions. Nothing in there that we didn't already know, I don't think. I've seen some explanations on that. You remember the multimedia rights portion of NIL, and the SEC and the Big Ten wanted closed loopholes, and Ted Cruz said, well, it'll close itself. It sounds like where everything landed on that was just a higher sense of scrutiny and fact checking on the multimedia rights partners and apparel partners to make sure that NIL deals aren't just pass-through money to get around the imposed salary caps that are coming. And I'm okay with that.
The Kawhi Leonard rule.
I'm okay with that. What's that?
The Kawhi Leonard rule with the Raptors, and they're kind of dealing. It's a similar thing that they're dealing with in NBA with this contract.
Yeah, I mean, it's. I don't know. I don't know how you would. I don't know how to like. I don't think I have a specific example of an apparel company trying to skate. But it's hard because, like, you look at some of these. Let's take Oregon, for example, right? That's Phil Knight's thing. He's Nike guy. Is he still the Nike guy? Whatever. We'll just use this as a fake example. But let's say, he's like, well, yeah, I want to endorse the quarterback for $50 million a year or whatever, and because he's a great football player. But in reality, it's obvious that should be counting against their cap to get players. That'll be a hard one to enforce. That'll be the NCAA. We're going to see, the old pull down the banner stuff from the NCAA that we all kind of rolled our eyes at. That feels like that's going to fall into line there. Well, maybe that's a good example. In fact, the Billy Preston, KU, Silvio De Sousa, Adidas thing. That's probably a good example of that. Adidas, meddling, allegedly, with some of that and old bags of money and all of those things. Maybe that's a good example. Again, these are things like, for me as a college sports consumer, I honestly don't care about. I don't. Like, it's interesting when it happens. It's interesting to debate it. I don't mean that I don't care about it in the sense of I just want to pretend it's not happening. But when we're talking about the true things that could be killing college sports, I don't think that's one of them. I think it's important for them to figure out, but I'm not like having a real strong inclination to have a big time opinion on that at the moment, Brady.
The average fan, doesn't really care about that. That's more like for the sickos on message boards and stuff like that.
Like, it's critical for administrators and like that. It's really important stuff. I don't want to downplay its importance.
Right.
I just am downplaying the urgency of which it feels like this has. Those are the things, of course, the transfer portal, which I've thought for weeks now, like if you could do nothing else but get 5 and 5 in the transfer portal, we'd all be pretty happy. The things that we care about are this CFP expansion coming up. Do we want 16 or 24, which we can talk about here on the show today? because that's being brought back into the spotlight. Transfer rules, high school tampering and recruiting things, coaching transfers. Like I like that stuff. I don't want tampering. I don't want coaches and players to be thinking about leaving their teams before a season is over. That's stupid. Like, who wants that, right? Like, that shouldn't be happening. There's so much of this where it's like, yeah, that shouldn't be happening, right? It's so crystal clear and obvious. But to give it the true power, we've known this for, God, I don't know, Brady. How long have we been sitting here saying, man, Congress is going to have to get involved in this? I guess since the House settlement opened the floodgates on the lawsuits, where it was like the NCAA is going to lose all of this. You can go back even as far, we can go all the way back when we first started talking about NIL and getting players paid. Because listen, I'll admit and still believe in that foundational change wholeheartedly. Players should have been being compensated forever ago.
Oh, absolutely.
It opened the floodgates to some things we don't like, but I still think it's better than the way it was before. 10 years ago, college sports was not the way to go. Where we might be, 1 year from now, 2 years from now, if this can cram through, is where college sports needs to be, which is players being appropriately compensated when they're generating the kinds of revenues they're generating, respecting the opportunity and the platform that a school gives them to do it, being able to capitalize on their name in a free market America as much as somebody wants to allow them to capitalize on it, and respecting the sport and respecting the things that make it all possible, like the allegiance of fans and fans buying tickets and fans watching on television. Like, those are the things that we've got to get to, and I think this bill accomplishes a lot of it, and it won't be perfect. And I'm willing to sit here right now and not cast stones when it's ultimately not perfect. Some of this stuff's going to have to be changed. It is. They're not going to get this all the way right out of the gates, but eventually we'll get there. But it solves the most pressing needs of college sports. So we don't know yet today. Nothing procedural on the docket, I guess. I don't think any of that changed from yesterday. We had Gordon G. and Nick Saban with an open letter to everyone to try to get this through. I like that we're seeing the Nick Sabans who have a lot of insight on this stuff, because nobody's saying don't pay the players, right? All of that stuff. Nobody's saying the things where you roll your eyes to it. Everybody's saying get this through because it solves the most pressing issues. I can't imagine there are a lot of coaches anywhere who don't like most of this. Certainly enough of it to throw their support behind it. We know now all 4 power leagues have. We don't really care what the other leagues think right now. So it really is just in the hands of Congress to see if they can cram it through all their procedural stuff that we don't really understand anyway, right? I don't know.
With guys like Nick Saban, I mean, when he's speaking out on it, there's some weight to that, because a lot of the things that we're talking about are a lot of the reasons that he retired early. I mean, it feels like, I mean, he complained a lot about some of the things.
There's a get with the program component to it. Like, the times are changing. You can either S or get off the pot, right?
Right.
Like, one way or the other. Like, you better either adapt or retire. And that's fine that it did. Obviously, there's been a lot of coaches that don't want to do it. Maybe if we fix the transfer portal, Brady, we'll get some, the coaches, I imagine, if you could just tell them the portal's done in its current form, because
Chris
you don't
Kleiman's
have to recruit your own players at that point.
Yeah.
Mostly.
Very good point.
You don't. All right, let's come back. Let's we'll get to the shockers in the scheduled game, and then we'll come back a little bit to the latest talks on college football expansion. We've got NFL talk. We'll preview a division in the NFL today. We're going to go to the AFC South. We'll take your calls and comments. I appreciate those that have been coming in thus far already. It's all Brockton Bowman. It's a Hawaiian Shirt Wednesday, everybody. Hope you're celebrating. We'll be right back.
Lightning, hail, tornadoes, flooding. It's the worst of severe weather, and it's coming. Spring brings warmer temperatures, but also dangerous weather conditions. Stay up to date day or night with the Storm Team 12 weather app. You'll get accurate forecasts so you can plan ahead and stay safe, no matter the weather. Download the Storm Team 12 weather app, brought to you by Stutzman's Greenhouse.
The future of television has arrived. Next Gen TV is here with stunning video, movie theater quality sound, enhanced voice clarity, and interactive features, all upgradable for the future. Learn more at watchnextgentv.com.
The canvas of our imagination. They tell a story. Clouds affect the events of your day. Sometimes they growl, sometimes they inspire, but they're always the messengers of nature's mood written in the sky. Storm Team 12 understands the language of clouds. We're dedicated to decoding their message so you know what to expect. Behind every cloud, there is a story waiting to be told. Trust Ross Jansen and Storm Team 12, alerting you first to the impact on your life.
We are following a breaking update.
Every day, all day, stream the stories that have you talking near and far.
Whoever is behind the wheel of this bus is not stopping.
From hundreds of local reporters and meteorologists spanning the country.
Chaos here this morning at the UW campus.
Search LNL for the all-new Local News Live streaming app.
Odyssey is one of the most influential audio and entertainment brands in the nation. You already know Odyssey's iconic local radio brands in Wichita. But did you know Odyssey has the country's best collection of music, news, and sports brands? Odyssey is also a premium podcast creator, major event producer, and digital innovator. Odyssey brings people together across the country and right here in Wichita. Odyssey also delivers meaningful radio and digital audio results. Find out our story and impact at odysseyinc.com/Wichita.
Make yourself known now.
310-1 in traffic pursuit.
Oh my God, here.
Investigate TV Plus begins with real people.
We investigate stories that impact you.
And inspire change every day.
Something is broken.
Real problems.
Why are they hiding it?
And real solutions.
My daughter was dying in front of me.
What was your reaction when he said that?
Investigate TV Plus, weekdays at 3:30 p.m. on KWCH.
Sometimes people tell us, I don't get it, it's just tea. But let me tell you, we are so much more than just tea. With 20 plus flavors of sweet and unsweet iced tea, the possibilities are endless. Come on in and try them all for free to find your favorite, or get us on the go for your busy lifestyle. And don't miss happy hour every day. So the next time someone tells you it's just tea, tell them to come by and find out why we say, drink tea, be happy.
Jim Rome here, lighting up your afternoons on The Jim Rome Show. Catch me starting at 2 on Wichita's #1 sports radio, Kansas fan headquarters, 97.5 and 1240 KFH.
Mornings are busy. We're here to make your mornings better. We report the stories that affect you.
3 more hospital lies from contaminated apple juice just a day after the FDA issued a recall.
We're here to make your mornings better.
Closing east and westbound lanes of K96 for repairs.
With 12 News, you're prepared for your whole day.
Scattered thunderstorms across the state into the afternoon.
Stay a step ahead with 12 News this morning on KWCH and KSCW.
KFH.
Welcome back in, everybody, to Sports Daily. Glad to have you here with us on this Hawaiian Shirt Wednesday. Hawaiian shirts, the sunshine, maybe a good time for some iced tea, Brady. Let's give the people a free iced tea on us here at Sports Daily. You can get one right now, more than 25 flavors to choose from. This free iced tea on us at Sports Daily will work at either Wichita location, east at 21st and 127th, west at 13th and Tyler, or in Derby along Rock Road out by the Dinosaur Park. You can get one of those right now. All you have to do to win is text the keyword T, that's TEA, to the code 20357. That's your number to text the word T2 to get you a free iced tea from HTO, more than 25 flavors to choose from. While you're there, now this doesn't qualify for the free drink. Are you a tahine guy, Brady?
Oh, you're going to have to educate me, Jacob. I don't think I know what that is.
The Mexican-inspired, like spicy kind of reddish flavored powder stuff.
Yeah, I guess I don't usually use it.
We have a new refresher energy drink featuring tahine.
Ooh, that'll wake you up.
Tahine refresher. Listen, people that love tahine. So while you're in there getting your free iced tea, maybe check that out at HTO. Good luck, everybody. Thanks to Crestview Country Club for being a great supporter of the program as well, getting us ready. We're coming on the home stretch of this heat. We're about to be in peak golf season. Kids go, I don't know about everybody else out there, but I'll tell you as we're talking Crestview, I am typically able to get a little more golf in when the kids go back to school. Now, for me, that might mean 4 holes, 5 holes, 12 holes, or all 18. Crestview's great for that. They have 36 holes, Brady, and you can almost always find a tee time. And if you're a twilight golfer, which is what I like to do sometimes, you can really get out there and grip it and rip it and play as many holes as you can cram in. So give Crestview a call. Go take a tour of that facility. Check out the 36 holes of golf and all of the other amazing amenities they have for you and the family. Tell them we sent you from Sports Daily. All right, we come back here. Did you see the news for the Shockers yesterday, Brady? The scheduling announcement. We had heard that they were trying to get one more game in there, and they got it. And it's a really, I think, exciting one. I don't know if you saw this yesterday.
No, this will be news to me.
November 8th, they've got a new opponent, and it's an opponent that has a lot of buzz coming in, but USC. So the Shockers are going to play USC in Tahoe. Taylor Eldridge reporting this last night. I am fired up for that. It's apparently a Tahoe Blue blockbuster triple header. There'll be USC and Wichita State. There'll be Nevada St. Mary's, which should also be really good. And then I believe the third game is a women's game. Yeah, USC and Cal, the women will play, which typically are 2 good women's programs, and it'll all happen on that November 8th. I assume this is going to be nationally televised. And more than anything else, though, this is Wichita State. This is Paul Mills making a statement that they're not afraid of anybody. They want to get out there and play. We knew they wanted a quality opponent. It's going to be, we hope, harder for them to get them because it'll mean the program's really good. But if you go and you look at, ESPN's early rankings, they have USC at number 11. And so this will help them too, I think. They were looking for, apparently, according to ESPN, they were looking for maybe some juice to add to their non-con. But they have 5 former McDonald's All-Americans on this team.
Mercy.
Let's go.
Opportunity knocks.
Yeah.
And Paul Mills answering the door. Or is he doing the knocking?
I love it. I don't necessarily have an expectation or anything like that on this. I expect the Shockers to have a puncher's chance in any game they play with all the experience coming back. But I think as we look at something like this, we see an aggressive contract extension, we'll call it, for Paul Mills, the 3-year extension before the Shockers have reached the NCAA tournament under Paul Mills. But it's, I think this, again, is kind of like you can feel all this energy. Now, the expectations are very, 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 very high this season. The expectation I would have is for them to reach the NCAA tournament. I think I will be surprised if they're not picked to win the American Athletic Conference in the preseason. But we know that the resources are getting much better in the last 3 or 4 years. Kevin Saul, athletic director in that athletic department's done a nice job in that world, it would seem, to increase resources to give his coaches, Paul Mills and the staff, a chance to go get good players. They got good players. They kept the good players. They lost a lot of good players. Now we've got a court ruling to sort.
I was going to say,
but
maybe,
they replaced them with players that we looked at it, and you say, okay, like, and we'll have Taylor Eldridge is going to join us as an insider later, in the next few weeks. These are guys that they targeted, and they were able to go out and get them. And so then you get an extension, and the extension makes some sense, right? It's again, I'll say an aggressive extension because the Shockers still have not reached the NCAA tournament. But you could feel the buzz last year. The buzz continued right into the offseason. If things go really well this year, it perhaps saves some headache because I'm telling you, if the Shockers reach the NCAA tournament, Paul Mills will be a name that you hear a lot of in coaching things. But the Shockers preemptive a little bit in that world too, which again, I can rubber stamp that. I think it's risky, it's aggressive, but I get it. Now you see stuff like, well, let's go play USC in November. That's a top 15 team. Let's go find a neutral court game against USC. Who will play us, right? Basically, that's kind of some Shocker swag that I think fans have been starving for. And so it's not a regional tie game, the Kansas State and Kansas things we've seen in the past. This is a straight up who wants to play is what this feels like to me. This is me just reading it on the surface. Who wants to play us? Let's go. Hey, USC, you want to play? We'll play you. Neutral court, let's go. Anytime, any place, anywhere, you call it. Like, that's the vibe this sends out to me. And whether that is or it isn't for fans, that's kind of what you're seeing there, is the Shockers being highly aggressive again, and that kind of who play us. But we'll bring our ball anywhere. I love it. I love that they scheduled this game.
Yeah, he took the words out of my mouth because swagger was the word in my brain looking through a lot of this. And well, that's what you want to see. Confidence, swagger, Paul Mills bringing that. And I think when it comes to the players he's gotten this offseason and the caliber of players, you're rewarding them in a way. You're kind of like backing up what I'm sure you talked about on the recruiting trails. Like, hey, we're going to do some things. We're going to shock the world. People are going to be paying attention. Well, you're giving these players a stage to do that now with some of these marquee games. And, don't forget they're playing K-State again in Kansas City on December 11th. So that's another good non-con scheduling for Wichita State. Loyola Chicago, that's in there too. You got Boise State. So, you're racking up some stages for these Shockers to play and a lot of eyeballs to have on. And as we know, especially when we get towards NCAA time, these are the games that a lot of the eyeballs that you want to be having looking at things. That's what you want. You want them to see that Wichita State's playing big programs like that.
It's everything. Wichita State needs to be thought of with every non-conference power that exists, right? I can't accept and will not accept that we have the St. Mary's, basically the whole Big East, Gonzaga, these schools that do not exist in leagues, especially the ones that don't play football. There is no reason the Shockers shouldn't be right there with all of them. Facilities, the alumni base, the track record of the players going on to have success in the NBA. We see it with the aftershocks, Rumble in the Roundhouse notwithstanding. Like, we see the energy. It's all there. We see it at the NCAA tournaments. It is so close to being back, I think, which is why Paul Mills got the extension. And again, like it all, I think, the timing of all this is really good. I'm excited for them. I'm excited for the assistant coaches to be able to, like, all of it, to just have some clarity on what the future we hope looks like is a great thing. And if the resources continue to come, then it continues to grow. And I think once you get to that point, there's no looking back, right? Once you get to that point, here we go. The floodgates could open and give us Shocker basketball back to where it once was.
Especially if the Shockers get a win against the Trojans. I mean, imagine that. Especially that early in the season. If the swagger's already there, imagine the swagger after that.
Now, I want that team and that coaching staff and everybody to be like, well, let's go win this game. I'm appreciating that it's there, and I think they're going to be a team to me that's that shouldn't really ever be like so overmatched that they've got so much experience coming back. And if they play the same kind, if they're able to play a similar brand of defense and rebound the ball the way they were a year ago, that allows them to play with anybody in college basketball, right? You walk in the door knowing you're winning a rebounding battle. You walk in the door knowing you're going to play that kind of defense. You walk in the door knowing you have a chance in college hoops, period. There aren't a lot of elite offensive teams in college basketball. Not in the current state. We may start getting that back if we can curtail the transfer portal a little bit. But right now, that's hard to find. So we'll see. I don't know. I'll admit, the only thing I know about USC is they have a lot of hype right now, and they have a lot of talent that we've been hearing about for a little bit with that program, with Eric Musselman now, who's had tremendous success at a lot of different levels and places. So outside of that, I don't know how to evaluate that game. I don't know a lot about them.
But it won't hurt the Shockers.
We're going to find out in November, though.
That's the thing when you schedule games like that.
A loss there does not hurt the Shockers at all.
Not at all.
It's, again, like, and we haven't really broken down the schedule game by game. The Shockers are most likely in the NCAA tournament by winning the American. If they have some kind of unbelievably magical non-con, like, they're not going to get a lot of help, I don't think, this year in the conference. So it would take domination of the American Athletic Conference, right? And then, you've got games against New Mexico and Boise State and Kansas State. Drake, I don't know what to expect about Drake. Kansas State's probably, we don't know if Kansas State's going to be a quality game yet or not. But New Mexico and Boise State are teams that are typically in there, and now we add USC to that mix. Like, there's going to be some opportunities for them, but it would have to be, I don't know, walk into it with like 5 or 6 losses only. They need to win the American, is my point.
Sure.
I don't know if they're going to be able to have enough outside of that. All right, we'll come back. We got another hour. Headlines I missed. Brady will have that for us on the other side. We're also going to get into the latest on college football expansion talks, and we'll check in with the NFL. We're going to preview the AFC South. We're going to take you to Chiefs camp. All of it on Sports Daily. Happy Hawaiian Shirt Wednesday, everybody. We got another hour coming your way.
Lightning, hail, tornadoes, flooding. It's the worst of severe weather, and it's coming. Spring brings warmer temperatures, but also dangerous weather conditions. Stay up to date day or night with the Storm Team 12 weather app. You'll get accurate forecasts, so you can plan ahead and stay safe, no matter the weather. Download the Storm Team 12 weather app, brought to you by Stutzman's Greenhouse.
The future of television has arrived. Next Gen TV is here with stunning video, movie theater quality sound, enhanced voice clarity, and interactive features, all upgradable for the future. Learn more at watchnextgentv.com.
The canvas of our imagination. They tell a story. Clouds affect the events of your day. Sometimes they growl, sometimes they inspire, but they're always the messengers of nature's mood, written in the sky. Storm Team 12 understands the language of clouds. We're dedicated to decoding their message so you know what to expect. Behind every cloud, there is a story waiting to be told. Trust Ross Jansen and Storm Team 12, alerting you first to the impact on your life.
We are following a breaking update.
Every day, all day, stream the stories that have you talking near and far.
Whoever is behind the wheel of this bus is not stopping.
From hundreds of local reporters and meteorologists spanning the country.
Chaos here this morning at the UW campus.
Search LNL for the all-new Local News Live streaming app.
Odyssey is one of the most influential audio and entertainment brands in the nation. You already know Odyssey's iconic local radio brands in Wichita. But did you know Odyssey has the country's best collection of music, news, and sports brands? Odyssey is also a premium podcast creator, major event producer, and digital innovator. Odyssey brings people together across the country and right here in Wichita. Odyssey also delivers meaningful radio and digital audio results. Find out our story and impact at odysseyinc.com/Wichita.
Make yourself known now.
8310 in traffic pursuit.
Oh my God, here.
Investigate TV Plus begins with real people.
We investigate stories that impact you.
And inspire change every day.
Something is broken.
Real problems.
Why are they hiding it?
And real solutions.
My daughter was dying in front of me.
What was your reaction when he said that?
Investigate TV Plus, weekdays at 3:30 p.m. on KWCH.
Sometimes people tell us, I don't get it, it's just tea. But let me tell you, we are so much more than just tea.
With 20 plus flavors of sweet and unsweet iced tea, the possibilities are endless. Come on in and try them all for free to find your favorite or get us on the go for your busy lifestyle. And don't miss happy hour every day. So the next time someone tells you it's just tea, tell them to come by and find out why we say drink tea, be happy.
Jim Rome here, lighting up your afternoons on The Jim Rome Show. Catch me starting at 2 on Wichita's #1 sports radio, Kansas fan headquarters, 97.5 and 1240 KFH.
Mornings are busy. We're here to make your mornings better. We report the stories that affect you.
3 more hospital lies from contaminated apple juice just a day after the FDA issued a recall.
We're here to make your mornings better.
Closing east and westbound lanes of K96 for repairs.
With 12 News, you're prepared for your whole day.
Scattered thunderstorms across the state into the afternoon.
Stay a step ahead with 12 News this morning on KWCH and KSCW.
Welcome now. Really? I mean, is that going to be a thing now? You like it? Thanks, catchy. What are you looking at? Go.
Now, from Wichita's most listened to sports radio, 97.5 and 1240 KFH, this is Sports Daily.
Aloha, Mr. Hyde. Aloha. What are you people? On dope?
Welcome in, everybody. Aloha. It is Hawaiian Shirt Wednesday here on Sports Daily. That's the tunes, the jams that you're hearing there is Hawaiian Shirt Wednesday. Glad to have everybody with us here on Sports Daily. 869-1240 is the number to call if you want to get in touch with the program. That's always available for you here on the KFH hotline. Max has that rocking and rolling ready to go. We also have lots of ways to get in touch with the show. You can get in touch with us via email, sportsdaily@kfhradio.com. You can find us on our video streams. You can get us there. All you got to do on the video streams, by the way, on the social channels, we have it on Facebook, on YouTube, on X. All you have to do is leave a comment right there on the stream. We actually get those out over the air. We have lots of great listeners who like to get in touch with us. You can do it on any of the platforms. Most people, you choose YouTube on the YouTube stream. You can also reach out to us directly, by the way, on any of the social channels. Well, really just X, and we'll be able to see that. That's available for you, too. Thanks also for watching us on 12 News Connected. Thanks for finding us that way. Thanks for finding us on the Odyssey app as we take you through any time in your day that's convenient for you, even if you have to listen from the future or from the past to us. You can on the Odyssey app. Max puts that out in podcast form every day. Great guest interviews and everything easy to find there if you ever miss anything. So we have it all for you. It's all covered here on Sports Daily. We'll get headlines I missed here in just a second. We're going to talk CFP expansion in this hour. We have NFL previews to continue. We've got to take you to Chiefs camp. The Royals celebrate Salvi yesterday. Bobby Witt Jr.'s back. Are the Dodgers creating is the Dodgers free-for-all going to solve ultimately some of the baseball challenges that ultimately look like they're going to lead to a walkout of some kind or a labor stoppage of some kind after this season? We'll discuss that as well. It's all What's on Tap, brought to you by the Wichita Brewing Company, now featuring trivia tonight and every Wednesday at WBC West, 7 o'clock. Be there. Prizes for first, second, and third place at WBC West for trivia. It's tonight at 7, WBC Pizza and Beer made here. We have done our best now in day 3 of the new format to keep Brady from trying to open sports cards live on the air. He's still pining for his own segment. What's it called? What did Brady pull segment?
The Sports Daily Poll. I mean, it rolls off the tongue.
If the people have an appetite for it, let's say this. If you can get 5 people, Brady, if you can get 5 people to ask for on the air through the video comments or call in and ask for that segment, we'll find a place for it.
Man, that's it? Just 5?
5 people. But I'm telling you, I think it's going to
breeze.
be hard to find even 5 people who are asking for Brady to open packs of playing cards on the air and pull something. But listen, I'm a man of the people.
That's right.
If that's what people would like, then
let us know. Comment. Leave a voice message.
Yeah, you've got lots of ways you can do it. I'll take them: email, voice message, calls, video comments, whatever you want to do. 5 people, Brady. When you think get 5, Tony, we'll do it.
You think Tony would, if the people want it, and we're about the people and delivering what the people want? I think I would need some sort of sports card budget. I think.
Yeah, that's not happening.
Need to talk with Tony about that.
I can tell you that right now. That's not happening. We might be able to get you we can get you maybe some cool fancy intro music like we have for the headlines I missed.
There
we
go,
Max.
All right, Sports Daily fans, let's take you to the sports headlines Jacob probably didn't see.
All right, headline, Jacob. Combat sports icon, 10-time WWE champion Brock Lesnar retiring. Did you see that one? You're shaking your head.
I did. Now I'm going to ask. I don't think I've ever. Are you a wrestling guy, Brady?
Not hardcore.
I'm not
any
saying
stretch
like
of imagination.
now. You don't have to be like now. Did you grow up a wrestling guy? Like, is it involved?
I remember watching a little bit of Raw.
Okay, so no. The answer to that
Monday
is
night.
No,
or
you're
whatever.
not a diehard. I was.
No, not
for
diehard.
Much of my youth, I was very connected to it. I was a pro wrestler for about a year of my life when I was 18 years old. Awesome.
Wait, what?
Yes, awesome.
I did not know this.
Good stuff. Mickey Blaze, Twisted Steel, Sex Appeal. Still searching the archives. So
that was your name?
Yes, it was. It was, and
wow.
You can still refer to me as that off the air if you'd like. So yeah, I love it. And as we're a quick shout out, because I've told people this before. Terry Funk was a great friend of the family. One of the big reasons I was such a fan when we lost him recently. We lost his brother Dory Funk Jr. As well. So rest in peace, Dory Funk Jr. I'm glad you brought up wrestling because I needed to get that in there. But a legend back in the area I grew up in, Dory Funk Jr., one of the all-time greats, joins his brother Terry in heaven now. So I appreciate it. Yes, I did see Brock Lesnar. Boy, what a character for Brock Lesnar. Not even like, I don't mean that in the true sense of like playing a character. I mean as like a character in pop culture in America.
Yeah.
Like, I think he announced it on the Pat McAfee show, and Pat McAfee referred to him as like the ultimate alpha male. That kind of fits. Like, I don't know that we've ever, who was the last one where you just saw him and you were like, whoa. Was it, maybe it was Hulk Hogan. It's probably Mr. T.
The Rock.
At some point. The Rock. But even like The Rock, I don't think was as physically, you're just like
menacing.
Holy smokes,
yeah.
Look at that guy.
Yeah.
Man, I remember he was a UFC fighter, and we all thought that was going to go horribly, and he was pretty damn good at it.
Yeah.
Didn't he held a belt for a minute, didn't he? I don't remember.
I think so.
I'm not a huge MMA guy, but
he's done it all.
Yeah. Anyway, he's like 50.
49.
Which is not super old in the pro wrestling world, but I get it. Right off into the sunset. Brock Lesnar, what a career. What a career. Anyway.
Looks like he is going to do one final Hell in a Cell match.
I think he just did that.
Or just did it. Yeah, that was last week in Minneapolis. But yeah, Brock Lesnar, he has a presence to him. As my dad's always said when it comes to a gentleman of that stature, that's a man you call sir.
Yeah.
And Brock Lesnar, totally that. I got a couple more, Jacob. You want to?
Okay. Yeah, let's.
Especially, this one's just especially for Hawaiian Shirt Wednesday. But Poise Pooches ride the waves in the World Dog Surfing Championships.
Okay.
How about that? Yeah, and let's see, featured 14 dogs of all sizes.
I saw this, actually. We had this as a kicker story in the 4:00 news. So I actually did see this one. This is the perfect headlines I missed type of story. But yeah, I did see that. How do you teach a dog to surf? Dogs are so cool. Like, I hear that, and I'd have thought like bulldogs, right? Because you always see them skateboarding and stuff.
Sure.
The dogs that we saw in the video were of all sizes and varieties.
The large breed winner was a lab retriever named Rippin' Rosie, which that's a great name. And Rippin' Rosie actually also won the Spirit of Surfing Award. The Spirit of Surfing Award for a pooch.
Good sportsmanship. Come on.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then finally, the other headline I saw, hopefully you didn't see this one, because so far I'm 0 for 2, but there'll be a crisis meeting with top FIFA officials in Morocco actually today. Yeah, as, let's see, how does he say his name? Infantino's his last name, but he's the current FIFA head, right?
Your guess is as good as mine, Brady. I do not know.
I'm sure you heard about all that uproar about trying to sell private stakes in FIFA and all that, and I guess that's kind of backfired on him because there was a huge pushback on that, and now they're looking at getting him out.
You know, I have no appetite for people pretending to be angry with FIFA for trying to make a bunch of money, as we just watched the tournament roll through and see what ticket prices were and all that. Like, what changes? Are they going to try to make more money now? Like, I'll tell you that I'm ignorant to it. I don't understand. You could have told me they were already doing this, and I wouldn't have known the difference. I pay attention to FIFA one time for about 2 or 3 weeks every 4 years. No clue what to make of all of this. No clue how big a deal any of this is. I have no idea. But an emergency meeting then to try to fix it is what you're saying.
Yeah, or he's basically just looking for apologies to try to keep his job. But the FIFA president holding an emergency meeting in Morocco because he's proposed to sell 20% of FIFA to private investment to raise $4.2 billion.
Okay.
So,
well, all right.
See how that works out.
Yeah. Good luck with that. Good luck with that. I regret to inform you that Andrew says in his household, SDP stands for Sports Daily Pull, not San Diego Padres Pull. Brady
Amen.
Pull. That's one.
Amen. There we go.
One.
It just takes one.
Your vote doesn't count, Brady. So that is one of 5
3 away.
needed. If
away.
you, the people, would like Brady to carve out, I don't know, what do we need? 3-4 minutes a day to pull trading cards. He needs your support. I'll allow it if he can get 5 people who comment, call, leave messages, emails, whatever, to want this. He can do it. He has one. All right.
There we go.
Let's take a quick break. We'll come back. Brady, let's hit the latest on college football playoff expansion talk. What's out there? What's being proposed? What do we even want at this point? We'll discuss it all on Sports Daily.
Lightning, hail, tornadoes, flooding. It's the worst of severe weather, and it's coming. Spring brings warmer temperatures, but also dangerous weather conditions. Stay up to date day or night with the Storm Team 12 weather app. You'll get accurate forecasts, so you can plan ahead and stay safe, no matter the weather. Download the Storm Team 12 weather app, brought to you by Stutzman's Greenhouse.
The future of television has arrived. Next Gen TV is here with stunning video, movie theater quality sound, enhanced voice clarity, and interactive features, all upgradable for the future. Learn more at watchnextgentv.com.
The canvas of our imagination. They tell a story. Clouds affect the events of your day. Sometimes they growl, sometimes they inspire, but they're always the messengers of nature's mood written in the sky. Storm Team 12 understands the language of clouds. We're dedicated to decoding their message so you know what to expect. Behind every cloud, there is a story waiting to be told. Trust Ross Jansen and Storm Team 12, alerting you first to the impact on your life.
We are following a breaking update.
Every day, all day, stream the stories that have you talking near and far.
Whoever is behind the wheel of this bus is not stopping.
From hundreds of local reporters and meteorologists spanning the country.
Chaos here this morning at the UW campus.
Search LNL for the all-new Local News Live streaming app.
Odyssey is one of the most influential audio and entertainment brands in the nation. You already know Odyssey's iconic local radio brands in Wichita. But did you know Odyssey has the country's best collection of music, news, and sports brands? Odyssey is also a premium podcast creator, major event producer, and digital innovator. Odyssey brings people together across the country and right here in Wichita. Odyssey also delivers meaningful radio and digital audio results. Find out our story and impact at odysseyinc.com/Wichita.
Make yourself known now.
310-1 in traffic pursuit.
Oh my God, here.
Investigate TV Plus begins with real people.
We investigate stories that impact you.
And inspire change every day.
Something is broken.
Real problems.
Why are they hiding it?
And real solutions.
My daughter was dying in front of me.
What was your reaction when he said that?
Investigate TV Plus, weekdays at 3:30 p.m. on KWCH.
Sometimes people tell us, I don't get it, it's just tea. But let me tell you, we are so much more than just tea.
With 20 plus flavors of sweet and unsweet iced tea, the possibilities are endless. Come on in and try them all for free to find your favorite or get us on the go for your busy lifestyle. And don't miss happy hour every day. So the next time someone tells you it's just tea, tell them to come by and find out why we say drink tea, be happy.
Jim Rome here, lighting up your afternoons on The Jim Rome Show. Catch me starting at 2 on Wichita's #1 sports radio, Kansas Fan Headquarters, 97.5 and 1240 KFH.
Mornings are busy. We're here to make your mornings better. We report the stories that affect you.
3 more hospitalized from contaminated apple juice just a day after the FDA issued a recall.
We're here to make your mornings better.
Closing east and westbound lanes of K96 for repairs.
With 12 News, you're prepared for your whole day.
Scattered thunderstorms across the state into the afternoon.
Stay a step ahead with 12 News this morning on KWCH and KSEW.
$869-1240.
Time to get busy.
This is Sports Daily on KFH.
All right, welcome back in, everybody. It is Sports Daily here on KFH. Jake Ballbrock, Brady Bowman with you on a Hawaiian Shirt Wednesday. Glad to be with you on a Hawaiian Shirt Wednesday. Hope everybody is participating appropriately, Brady. I hope we get there. Oh, God. We'll go to the we go to
There we go. Wait, is that a repeat? No, that's number 2.
I am really going to regret this. We're 2 out of 5. Thanks, Aaron. Aaron, Andrew. Aaron says pull cards. What if you're just tuning in? We are in a we're Brady every day. If you watch the video stream, Brady's like got a pack of cards that he's like waving in front of the camera, like, oh, well, should we pull some cards? Admittedly, I am not in that game. We've talked about that. I don't, but listen, if it's what the people want, I told Brady he had to get 5 people, 5, to either call, comment, whatever. And if he can get 5 people, we'll carve out a few minutes every day and we'll let Brady pull playing cards.
Well, I don't know about every day. That might get a little pricey.
And I'm just, listen,
the cards aren't what they.
You open this can of worms, Brady.
That's true.
Now,
maybe once a week.
Maybe you get a pack of cards and you only pull like 2 of them. I don't know what to tell you. This is your.
Oh, I can't do that.
This is your bed. You got to sleep in it now. So
I can't pull just 2. I got to keep looking. I wouldn't be able to sleep.
Then you're going to need to buy a lot of cards if you, in fact, get 5 people that want this. Now, you're not even halfway home. You've only got 40% of the needed support here. And so we'll see. You've got what do you have? You have an hour and 40 minutes to find 3 people to support you in this venture.
We can do it, KFH Nation.
Otherwise, you're in trouble. So you can call in and let Max know that you would like to do it. I'll probably make you talk over the air if you do that. You can leave us an email. You can leave us a voice message through the Odyssey app. 869-1240 is the number to call. Sports Daily at KFH Radio is the email. Or you can find us on Facebook, YouTube, or X and leave us comments there. Good luck.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, though. Sports cards are not they don't cost what they used to. When I was growing up, like you can get a pack for like $2, and now like the cheapest pack I find are these and these little booster packs of 4 cards, and they're like $5.
Yeah, well, your budget's about to go. Our pal TJ Cleveland, glad to see that we're still rocking the Hawaiian shirts. He comments on Facebook. What he does not do, Brady, is support pulling cards, and he had every opportunity to do that. I'd like you to take note of that.
What is he going against? So does a vote against cancel one out?
Does that subtract? Do votes against? Ooh, now that's a good question. Do votes against allowing Brady to pull a couple of cards subtract 1 from the 5? I didn't say that from the beginning. Probably should have, but I didn't. I didn't say that at the beginning. But that would be, maybe if this adventure fails, maybe we'll put it up on like a Twitter poll another time. I don't know why. It's a Hawaiian Shirt Wednesday. We're feeling generous.
That's
today.
true. We need to get this in the college sports bill.
There you go.
Add this to it. Some pork.
Yeah. Can we just do the college sports bill as a Twitter poll? What do you want, people? Do you want college sports? Do you want the transfer portal? Speaking of college sports, so the college football playoff committee meets in 5 days, Brady. In 5 days, they'll go. Now, I don't know what decisions, if like we get a decision there that changes things and when it changes things potentially, I don't think anything this year will be changed. So, we'll see, because they would need to start seasons earlier if they're going to do this. I don't know how locked in the timing is. I know they have dates and things lined up for like the next 3 years. So is this something that's revisited and pushed down the road? That part of it I'm not aware of, and I can't seem to find the timing on it. But we do know what's being debated. And it's pretty clear now and widely reported that there are basically 3 options being considered here. Staying at 12, which I think is the least likely, and I'm not sure I've seen any leagues or teams or coaches or anything publicly supporting that. We also have a 16-team format, which we know that the SEC, I believe, seems to like, and then the Big Ten likes the 24. I think 24 is perhaps the most popular here. So those are the 3 options. Now, before we do any of that, though, Max has a call. Let's go to the phone lines.
Ooh.
Joining us on the KFH hotline, 869-1240. Bruce, welcome into Sports Daily, Bruce. How are you?
Good morning, guys. I'm just loading the smoker up with meats over here, and I'll tell you, we at Tanker Barbecue, we support Hawaiian Shirt Wednesday, and we think card pulling on Hawaiian Shirt Wednesday would be perfect.
Yeah. Okay. That's 3.
We're almost
Bruce,
there. Home stretch.
Bruce, you guys, what did you say? Tanker Barbecue?
Yes, sir.
You guys in your Hawaiians today?
We are not, but we're going to have something made up. I promise you.
Okay. Well, Brady's always looking for some to add to the collection. I can never have too many Hawaiians in the closet. I'll toss one of the other shirts my wife's bought for me over the years and replace it with a Hawaiian. So you let us know. Appreciate it, Bruce. I don't know if I appreciate the card thing. Listen, if the people want
great
it,
call,
I'll support
Bruce.
it. Yeah, Brady says great
Thank
call.
you,
That's
guys.
3. That's 3, Brady. Thank you, Bruce. You've got 3. You need 2 more in the next hour and a half.
Tell you, how about this response? I mean, we got 3 in just the last 20 minutes.
Yeah, I'm worried now. I didn't think there was any way in hell you would find
It's kind of
5
coming
people
back
to say, yeah, I'd like to see Brady pull a couple of cards out of a pack. But then again, I am not in that game. I know it's a popular game. I appreciate that game greatly. I do. I'm just not in it now. If there's that much interest, there must be, because people watch pro athletes pull cards out of a pack on social media all the time.
Tom Brady's all about the sports card
What
business
do you want
these
us to
days.
do next? Play video games live on the air? That's popular with the kids now. Watch
Brady
us
and
play
Jacob
video
Madden
games.
tournament.
That's kind of what this feels like to me. But when that craze started, where I remember when I first started in TV, this has been 20 years ago, I'd go and the whole production staff's in there watching people play video games. I'm like, what are you watching? It's they're playing whatever. I don't even remember what game it was. They're playing this. And I'm like, well, you're just watching them play a video game? Yeah, man, it's cool. I'm like, well, wouldn't you rather just play the video game? Nah, let's watch them play. Like, okay.
No, I'm with you on this. Yeah, for sure. I'd rather play. I've never got into the whole watching, especially when World of Warcraft was this huge thing. And those sort of things.
Original computer game Warcrafts.
Really?
Yeah. Those,
oh man.
Now you get
way back.
Get my hands on one of those bad boys. I never went past 1995 or so with that. I think is back when I was playing that. But yeah, I've never had a desire to watch people play video games or watch people open packs of playing cards. But we are 2 votes away now from Brady getting his wish and getting a pull card segment. I mean, if we do this, Tony's going to have to make production music for it. We're going to have our fancy voice guy's going to have to make an intro for it. You've got 3. You need 2 more. You can
not just 3, but enthusiastic 3.
Yeah.
Votes of confidence.
60% of the way home. You can, and we'll take the vote. We had a call and 2 video comments. We'll take emails. We'll take whatever. You can get it. Oh God, I'm checking the email right now.
There we go. There we go. Feeling good about this.
Dirk in Valley Center.
BC.
Owns a trading card accessories brand. Hobby Armor. We'll read it there for you, Dirk. Shout out to Dirk. there's 4. I did not think there's any
Oh
way
man, there's magic in the KFH air tonight.
I'm worried.
This
Thanks,
morning.
Dirk and Valley Center of Hobby Armor. Here we go. We are 1 away now. 1 away from Brady getting his wish. You know who's into this is my son. I'm gonna have to figure out a way to like.
There's 5.
No. He has not cast a vote. He's upstairs. I will not be telling him what's happening down here. But like he's into it. He doesn't even know what's happening. He had some cousins visit him who were into it. So now he's into it. My kids have mountains of Pokemon cards from the last 10 years that they don't even know. Like they just get them and they think they're cool. Apparently they're worth something.
Oh, some of them are. I never got into Pokemon or any of that sort of stuff. I mean, when I was a kid,
right. We weren't kid. Like it came out when we were in college probably or high school at best. I don't know when Pokemon started. My kids though love the video game, so I'm actually in it enough that like I'll play the game with them or whatever. It's fun, but yeah, there's cards to those too.
So, 1996 is when Pokemon was introduced.
Yeah. Oh, well, yeah, that'd be 6th or 7th grade probably.
Yeah,
I was too busy worried about what girls would think to, probably.
I knew what they thought, so I had to do something else.
Get my Pikachu shirt out. That's a good point.
It's like, yeah, growing up, like Winfield used to have a sports card shop, basically just down the road from the middle school. So there'd be a lot of times, and just overall, they had comic books too. So it was just, it was heaven for younger me. It had it all.
I'll tell you what I had were action figures. I loved to watch the cartoons, watch the shows, and collect the action figures. My problem was I wanted to play with the action figures. More than one action figure ended up on the barbecue grill outside.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I wanted to play with the action figures.
Like Sid from Toy Story?
Not to that like psychotic level, but like just more of a curiosity. Like, all right, now we're gonna fight over this lava pit, and so they'd fight over the lava pit.
Yeah, totally. Know exactly what you're talking about.
Or whatever. But yeah, so. Yeah. So I get it. I get it. And I love that when I go home for Christmas, all my nephews are like bringing out their playing cards and trading cards and showing me what they have. And even as a kid, though, when that was really popular when we were kids, I never could quite get over the hump with it. Right. Like we'd have them. We had what was the old Beckett or whatever, the old magazine.
Yep.
We had that.
Had a subscription.
We had tons of cards. It just never really stuck. But I appreciate it. I can appreciate it. Did I think people would want this to happen on a live radio program? Not sure.
You never know.
You got 4 out of 5. You got 4 out of 5, and you got an hour and a half. You can email the show, sportsdaily@kfhradio.com. You can call the show, 869-1240. You can leave video comments, Facebook, YouTube, X. Those are the easiest ways to do it. If you're on the Odyssey app, we'll take a voice message too. You've got a vote from Andrew, from Aaron, from Bruce, and from Dirk. The women out there, not as enthusiastic yet.
Yeah, come on, ladies.
Come on. We're wearing Hawaiian shirts here.
That's right.
Appreciate that Bruce has been rocking Hawaiian Shirt Wednesdays, too. Always love hearing when people are enthused about Hawaiian Shirt Wednesdays. Sometimes when I'm playing golf out at Crestview, I hear people in support of Hawaiian Shirt Wednesdays. It's a great movement. We're changing lives here. All right, back to the college football playoff as your trading cards continue to derail things. 24, 16, or 12. Those are kind of the 3 options right now on the table. I don't think there's any world we're staying at 12. No way we're staying at 12. We just expanded the college basketball playoff to 76 or whatever. So I think that's where we are going. All right, we're just gonna light this segment on fire. Jason's on the line, 869-1240. Jason, welcome into Sports Daily. How are you?
Good morning, gentlemen. How you doing?
Well,
Fantastic.
I was doing great about 15 minutes ago.
It sounds like you were, but I'm swinging the other way. I've got to go with the baseball thing, growing up doing it myself, and now getting my stepson into it.
Okay. All right. There's 5.
That's right. Think of the youth audience, Jacob. We'll boost that youth audience.
These kids are in school soon enough. I guess they can always go back and watch the video stream or listen on the Odyssey app.
Exactly.
Jason, I hope you're happy. I hope you're happy.
I am very happy.
We're gonna do this,
Oh,
Brady.
I can hear it.
Have a good.
Jason, thank you, Brady. You're gonna have to go trade in your sports car for a Prius, for a used Prius, because your trading card budget is about to go through the roof.
Yeah, I probably should have talked with Amy about this first.
Yeah, it's bad. You're about to be a married man. Those are things you don't think about before.
I
Another
want to know
Jason.
what sports car he has.
Oh, Max,
Max.
I already can't deal with you two with the Patriots. I can't.
I just
also
want to know
now-
what sports car he has.
Camaro. Yeah, 2019 Camaro.
Yeah, Max is a Corvette guy.
Well, I mean, I am too. I'd like to have a Corvette, but I think that's going to be a little later down the line.
No, Corvette died after 82. Anything after 82 is not a Corvette.
Max, everything died for you after 1982.
No. I own two C4s at one time. Corvette died after 82. Trust me. It's now a Euro wannabe.
I don't know. I've driven a Kia for like 20 years. You're going to have this conversation off the air. I don't know anything about cars. I don't care.
Well, the
about
Corvette
cars.
moved mid-engine. I'm sure you know that, Jacob.
Did I say again?
The C8. The C8's a mid-engine car.
A mid-engine car?
Yeah.
What does that mean? They put the engine in the middle of the car?
In the rear.
Yeah, behind the seat.
Oh, well, that
Gun
sounds
Tub
like a
is
rear
rolling
engine.
in his grave.
That sounds like a rear engine car to me. I don't want to go down.
I don't know why they call it mid-engine, because it supposedly balances the weight.
Right.
50 allegedly.
I'd rather pull trading cards than talk about cars. I'll tell you that. Max is this Corvette aficionado, classic Corvette. Our family had in our possession a handed down Corvette dragster, beautiful muscle car. And Max and I had, I did not even know Max was into this, or I would have made Max's day to come play with that car. Meanwhile, I'm dealing with an Eastern European start the damn thing. But yeah, no, Brady drives a sports car for now, because everybody has now empowered a segment. Brady, you'll have to get with Tony. You got to come up with a name for this thing. And he's going to have
the
to
Sports
get you
Daily Poll.
You're going to have Sports Daily Poll, fine. But Tony's got to now get the voice guy on it. He's got to, we got to decide some parameters here. Is it 2 cards a day? Is it 3 cards a day? I don't know what this is. We'll have to find the time for it. I don't know what time this is going to happen. Clearly, people will be sitting on the edge of their seats waiting for this segment.
Oh, clearly.
So, listen, you got 5. I'm a man of my word. You got 5. And, your friend Dirk says he'll donate some packs for you to get the ball rolling.
How about that?
Let us check Dirk. Let us make sure what the parameters are on that with the bosses. I think there are probably some rules with that, but we'll get Tony on that as well. But we can connect with you through that email there. That
Love the
sending.
sentiment at the very least.
Yes, the sentiment is wonderful, and we'd love to take you up on it if we can. We got to double check on that.
Sure.
But we'll have Tony check into that for us. But either way, it's happening. I hope you're all happy. The Sports Daily Poll is happening. I cannot believe it didn't even take 30 minutes for you to get the support you need. I didn't think there was any chance that this was happening. Good Lord. All right.
Shows people
Love our
that
listeners.
votes count.
That's right.
Votes count. On post-election day,
That's
your
right.
vote matters. I'm a man of my word.
Democracy
Unlike a lot of the
triumphs.
politicians out there. Brady gets his wish. The poll thing is happening. Give us a few days. We'll try to have that started. Let's call it next week. How about that? All right. Now, when we come back, unless everybody wants to turn this into a, Empower Brady's Weird Hobbies show, we'll come back and we'll talk about the college football playoffs. Stick around at Sports Daily.
Lightning, hail, tornadoes, flooding. It's the worst of severe weather, and it's coming. Spring brings warmer temperatures, but also dangerous weather conditions. Stay up to date day or night with the Storm Team 12 weather app. You'll get accurate forecasts so you can plan ahead and stay safe, no matter the weather. Download the Storm Team 12 weather app, brought to you by Stutzman's Greenhouse.
The future of television has arrived. Next Gen TV is here with stunning video, movie theater quality sound, enhanced voice clarity, and interactive features, all upgradable for the future. Learn more at watchnextgentv.com.
The canvas of our imagination. They tell a story. Clouds affect the events of your day. Sometimes they growl, sometimes they inspire, but they're always the messengers of nature's mood written in the sky. Storm Team 12 understands the language of clouds. We're dedicated to decoding their message so you know what to expect. Behind every cloud, there is a story waiting to be told. Trust Ross Jansen and Storm Team 12, alerting you first to the impact on your life.
We are following a breaking update.
Every day, all day, stream the stories that have you talking near and far.
Whoever is behind the wheel of this bus is not stopping.
From hundreds of local reporters and meteorologists spanning the country.
Chaos here this morning at the UW campus.
Search LNL for the all-new Local News Live streaming app.
Odyssey is one of the most influential audio and entertainment brands in the nation. You already know Odyssey's iconic local radio brands in Wichita. But did you know Odyssey has the country's best collection of music, news, and sports brands? Odyssey is also a premium podcast creator, major event producer, and digital innovator. Odyssey brings people together across the country and right here in Wichita. Odyssey also delivers meaningful radio and digital audio results. Find out our story and impact at odysseyinc.com/Wichita.
Make yourself known now.
831001 in traffic pursuit.
Oh my God, here.
Investigate TV Plus begins with real people.
We investigate stories that impact you.
And inspire change every day.
Something is broken.
Real problems.
Why are they hiding it?
And real solutions.
My daughter was dying in front of me.
What was your reaction when he said that?
Investigate TV Plus, weekdays at 3:30 p.m. on KWCH.
Sometimes people tell us, I don't get it, it's just tea. But let me tell you, we are so much more than just tea. With 20 plus flavors of sweet and unsweet iced tea, the possibilities are endless. Come on in and try them all for free to find your favorite or get us on the go for your busy lifestyle. And don't miss happy hour every day. So the next time someone tells you it's just tea, tell them to come by and find out why we say, drink tea, be happy.
Jim Rome here, lighting up your afternoons on The Jim Rome Show. Catch me starting at 2 on Wichita's #1 sports radio, Kansas Fan Headquarters, 97.5 and 1240 KFH.
Mornings are busy. We're here to make your mornings better. We report the stories that affect you.
3 more hospital lies from contaminated apple juice just a day after the FDA issued a recall.
We're here to make your mornings better.
Closing east and westbound lanes of K96 for repairs.
With 12 News, you're prepared for your whole day.
Scattered thunderstorms across the state into the afternoon.
Stay a step ahead with 12 News this morning on KWCH and KSCW.
Daily on KFH.
All right, welcome back in, everybody. It is Sports Daily, and we are rocking and rolling on a Hawaiian Shirt Wednesday. People have spoken. The poll thing is happening.
I can't stop smiling, Jacob.
Give us till next week. Am I smiling? Sorry.
I said I can't stop smiling.
Oh, yeah, you can't stop
Yeah.
smiling.
KFH Nation has spoken.
They have. Thanks a lot, Sports Daily fans and listeners. We appreciate it. I do appreciate it. If there's that much of an interest for it, let's go. Let's do it. We'll give us to next week, though. We got to get some things hammered out on that. All right, Brady. Now let's talk college football playoff expansion. Here we go. So 12, 16, or 24. I have said forever that as long as they got in representatives from every conference, I would be satisfied as a fan, and I am, and I will stick to that. Now, that doesn't mean I don't think there's room for expansion, because I do think there's room for expansion. I think our college football playoff is not representative enough of just the sheer number of teams that play Division I college football. Do I think expansion is going to every year give us more variety in who is the champion? Not necessarily. I'm not naive, right? I don't know how many teams, I don't know if the number of teams truly able to win grows exponentially if we go to 16 or 24 teams. I don't want to sit here and say that it won't, but I'm not sure that it will either. So I don't think that's the reason you do it solely. I think the reason you do it, Brady, people worry about, oh man, it's going to take away the emphasis of the regular season. That early season, whatever matchup doesn't mean as much anymore. And to me, that argument, and it's always been the college football argument, right? The regular season just means more. That argument has never made a lot of sense to me, right? And I use the examples all the time. If the Chiefs and the Bills played in week 6, are you less excited that they meet in the postseason? Are you less excited for the week 6 matchup? The answer is no. We do this and we treat it like it's something different than everything else in our major sports here in the United States, and it's not. The reality is, if you expand the playoff, it gives the vast majority of schools more reason to watch later season, regular season games, because you feel like you have a chance to make the playoffs.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm with you 1,000%, because what you just mentioned was exactly what was going through my head, because I was thinking like, well, think of the other sports. I mean, the NBA, a lot of teams get in the playoffs in the NBA, and even though we've had different title winners the last few years, as far as those who kind of go farther, it's kind of that same group for the most part. Same thing with the NFL for the most part. You have a lot of these teams that are always kind of in the mix no matter what. So, yeah, I don't see that changing very much when it comes to college football playoffs. And the other thing about it is that a lot of teams now you look at seeding and the importance of that and kind of where you can fall. So you're still playing for seeding, and for those teams that are, I guess you can say, bubble college football teams, they're looking at those teams that are also on the fringe, a loss away from people switching spots.
Totally.
So, yeah, there's still going to be that intrigue, no doubt.
Well, and that's, right, because that's been people are like, oh, well, we're going to be less interested because we're going to be arguing about the fringes of whatever, but arguing about the fringes of whatever is talking about it, right? And
yes.
That's, back when it was 2 teams, back in the Beast, that's what people would say. Oh, the conversation is worth it. Conversation, just keeping it in the headlines of who should be in, that's worth it. You think that conversation is going to go away? We argue about the bubble teams in a 64, 68 team NCAA tournament forever. So I don't think 16, I don't think 24 is too big. I certainly don't think 16 is too big. There are challenges with them that I think are more real and worth discussing, and that's exactly what they're doing. What happens with conference championship games? I think that there is a way to condense the season a bit in either the 16 or 24. And it's not even condensing it that I think is super, super critical as much as stop taking such long breaks in between games. I think that's killing college football. Like, by the time we play a national championship in college football, we don't care that much about college football anymore. We've moved on to the NFL. It's butting right up against the NFL playoffs. I don't need college football in almost February. So move the season up. The conference championship game is perhaps the most intriguing aspect of this to me, Brady. I don't know whether I think that's a good or a bad thing. I like conference championships. We follow a league, the Big 12, that turns up and turns out for conference championships. I'm not sure why you couldn't still have them, other than, if you go to 24 and you just don't have room in the schedule for one, that's fine. But if you wanted to tie it to something, make some money, throw the players a small amount of money to play in one and have it for bragging rights, I think you could. There's, if you're going to say each league basically has, I don't know, let's say we go to 24. And we say each league of the Power Four gets at least 2 or 3 or whatever the number is. Do you need a conference championship? How do you, it's a useful tiebreaker if we're only at 1 bid per league automatically guaranteed? I'm not sure. But I think there is merit into saying, okay, well, let's say it was K-State and BYU this year. They're both really good. And we've got even if it's just a 16, but especially if it's a 24, they're both really good. They're both inside, the top 12 to 15 of the CFP. You've already had them play, and this wouldn't be the case this year, but I'm saying in a hypothetical. You've already had them potentially play in the regular season. Then they meet for the conference championship game. Then they potentially meet again in the college football playoff. I think if there's expansion, probably the conference championship games are going to die. Are we willing to, I guess first and foremost, do you like the idea of expansion? Do you have a preference on any of this?
I mean, I'm okay with expansion at this point, really for the reasons that we kind of talked about. Like, I think it widens the intrigue. You put more teams and most importantly, more media markets in the conversation, keeping the conversation going about college football. And, going back to what you were talking about just a second ago, as far as like, maybe you look at some schedule tweaks as far as condensing the schedule a little bit. I think there's maybe room there too, because, I'm looking at an SEC team seem to be the worst with this, but I'm looking at like a LSU schedule from last year. Would we really miss that Saturday, November 22nd, Western Kentucky game, which actually was a 13-10, is a lot closer than I think we thought. But there's a lot of like throwaway games that like nobody's tuning into really. So we could maybe go without some of that. And, going back to the regular season, I mean, the regular season is still going to matter because you're going to have like tiebreaker situations, kind of like March Madness, where you look at strength of schedule and those sort of things as far as some tiebreakers. As far as the conference championship games, I do like the conference championship games. I hope we can keep those. And, I don't know what the NCAA is looking at going forward as far as still using those as maybe an automatic buy sort of situations. I like the idea of using them for that purpose. But ultimately, especially when you're adding more games and also going back to the college Protect College Sports Act, one thing that talks about is having a postseason should conclude not later than January 8th of any year.
Yep,
so how are you going to make that work if you're going to add more games?
Start the season earlier. You don't have the cupcake games in the SEC.
Right.
That part's not that hard. Not that hard. I don't think so. Now, okay. So let me ask it to you this way. Which would you rather have? 12 with a conference championship game, 16 with a conference championship game because I think they could still do it, or 24 without a conference championship game?
I'd probably go 16 with the conference championship game. But okay. I'm not that my opinion on that is not incredibly strong because
you're passionate about it. That's right. Kind of where I am too.
Because you can still award a conference champion just based off, standings and record regular and do it that way.
I think I'm with you on that. I think we share a brain. I am not so beholden. Even though I like conference championship games, I'm not so beholden to them that I'll say they have to be there or they have to go. Just like I'm not terribly beholden to we have to do 16 or we have to do 24. We could be at 12 and I'm going to stay satisfied as long as all the conference champions are in. As long as all the leagues are represented. I don't know where this goes. It'll be fascinating. If we get to a point where it's 24 teams, we're going to love it. That I can tell you. Like, we're going to love that. If number 1 plays number 24, and that's not how it would go. You'd have to narrow it down to 16, right? So if ultimately number 1 ends up playing number 16 or whatever that bracket looks like, and they get annihilated, it's not that different than what we've seen. It's okay. True. Like, if those are becoming early on like home games for schools, oh my God, fans are going to go nuts for that, right? You know, if they start with home games kind of like they do now and then go to neutral fields, and like, you telling me people aren't going to be fired up for that? People are going to be fired up for that stuff.
The campus energy.
Go wild for it.
That'd be pretty nuts. When will we start this? Like, if
That's
we go 16 and 24?
I don't know the answer to. I don't know, because it's not going to be this year.
Well, I mean, what time of year? When would you get it going? Because I could see, especially for a big ratings boost, if you did it that opening round, like on Thanksgiving weekend or something like that.
Let me just pull up the K-State football schedule quickly here. We have a couple minutes. So right now, K-State starts its season against Nichols on September 5th. They get a bye on the first Saturday of October. And then I believe that's their only bye. Yes. So they get one bye in October. They play their finale on November 28th against Iowa State. Okay. So November 28th, if you immediately went into conference championship game the following Saturday, you're looking at a December 5th conference championship game. Okay. If we went to a 16-team playoff, I would propose you play that and start that immediately. Okay. So in a 16-team format, you wouldn't have any buys. So you go round of 16 on December 12th, round of 8 on December 19th, round of 4 on the 26th, with your championship game on January 2nd. Now, if you're asking me, like, that is my ultimate goal, would be to do that. Okay. You could also move everybody up to week 0. And I think if you did 24 teams, I need a bracketologist on this. I think if you went 24, you'd need one more week for the postseason. So you could either come up to everybody plays week 0, keep your bye. But if everybody plays week 0, you accomplish the same goal, right? You'd be able to have a championship on the 2nd, I think, or at worst on the 9th. And so those are, like, that's what matters to me the most, is getting that game played in early January, which is what this legislation would handle that, right? It would say that you can't do that. So, you know, if you can get it all done, and if you go to 24 and you lose the conference championship week, you can do this. We could easily get this done. To me, the pinnacle of college football should be the New Year's weekend, right? Not
for sure.
I don't care about the Rose Bowl. Have the Rose Bowl, whatever. Like, you can do whatever you want with the Rose Bowl. We can't hold college football hostage so that the Rose Bowl can be played on New Year's Day. Don't care, right? So that's what's important to me, is getting this thing done quicker. If it's 24 teams, I'm going to love it. If it's 16 teams, I'm going to love it. If it stays 12 with a conference championship, I kind of still love it. So I'm pretty good either way. There's a lot of details. I'm probably more concerned with the timeline and the representation and how that looks than I am the total number, because I think we're going to enjoy the total number. Mike says pull cards, Brady. Thanks, Mike.
There we go.
He's
Number
already
6.
got his votes. He doesn't need any more votes. We've got the ball rolling on this segment that's going to start 3 hours live for you. That means we got another hour live. We've got it for you. We will get to it on the other side. Thanks for being here with us on Sports Daily, everybody.
Lightning, hail, tornadoes, flooding. It's the worst of severe weather, and it's coming. Spring brings warmer temperatures, but also dangerous weather conditions. Stay up to date day or night with the Storm Team 12 weather app. You'll get accurate forecasts, so you can plan ahead and stay safe, no matter the weather. Download the Storm Team 12 weather app, brought to you by Stutzman's Greenhouse.
The future of television has arrived. Next Gen TV is here with stunning video, movie theater quality sound, enhanced voice clarity, and interactive features, all upgradable for the future. Learn more at watchnextgentv.com.
Canvas of our imagination. They tell a story. Clouds affect the events of your day. Sometimes they growl, sometimes they inspire, but they're always the messengers of nature's mood written in the sky. Storm Team 12 understands the language of clouds. We're dedicated to decoding their message so you know what to expect. Behind every cloud, there is a story waiting to be told. Trust Ross Jansen and Storm Team 12, alerting you first to the impact on your life.
We are following a breaking update.
Every day, all day, stream the stories that have you talking near and far.
Whoever is behind the wheel of this bus is not stopping.
From hundreds of local reporters and meteorologists spanning the country.
Chaos here this morning at the UW campus.
Search LNL for the all-new Local News Live streaming app.
Odyssey is one of the most influential audio and entertainment brands in the nation. You already know Odyssey's iconic local radio brands in Wichita. But did you know Odyssey has the country's best collection of music, news, and sports brands? Odyssey is also a premium podcast creator, major event producer, and digital innovator. Odyssey brings people together across the country and right here in Wichita. Odyssey also delivers meaningful radio and digital audio results. Find out our story and impact at odysseyinc.com/Wichita.
Make yourself known now.
83-1001 in traffic pursuit.
Oh my God, here.
Investigate TV Plus begins with real people.
We investigate stories that impact you.
And inspire change every day.
Something is broken.
Real problems.
Why are they hiding it?
And real solutions.
My daughter was dying in front of me.
What was your reaction when he said that?
Investigate TV Plus.
Fuck him now. Really? I mean, is that going to be a thing now? You don't like it? Thanks, catchy. What are you looking at? Go.
Now, from Wichita's most listened to sports radio, 97.5 and 1240 KFH, this is Sports Daily.
Aloha, Mr. Hyde.
Aloha. What are you people? On dope?
Oh, my goodness. What have we done?
What a day.
What have we done? The support continues to roll in for Brady and his card-pulling adventure. We're working out the details of it. Stay tuned, everybody. We'll start whatever it looks like. It'll start next week. That we can. I don't want to say promise, but that we can try to commit to at some point next week. We'll start this. It'll look. We were just texting off the air. I think. For me, going down memory lane of some of the more obscure pulls will actually probably be pretty fun for me. I'll admit that will be pretty fun for me.
And if there's something really good, I can go get it graded because I have a few graded cards as well, Jacob, in the collection.
Speaking English? I don't know what any of that means.
Or they're like CGC or a grading company will give it a rating out of 10 and don't encase it in a plastic case.
Don't press your luck here, Brady. No, come on. Like,
That's right.
Let's
I'm still ahead. I'm still ahead. Don't start ruining it.
Just a little bit. Next, we're going to have a Max and Brady muscle car segment. Oh, man, did you see that engine? Oh, look at that engine. That's a great engine, man. Check out
liters is that one.
You see those tailpipes? Look at that thing. Look at that thing go. No. You remember the 79 Mustang? Yeah, it was a great car. Great. No, we're not doing that. I don't care how many votes you get. We're not doing that.
And it's a stick, Max. Got a stick.
I do appreciate that. Boy, I miss a stick shift. One thing, you want to get everybody to stop texting and driving? You put them in a stick shift.
Exactly. Yeah,
makes me want to
for
get
sure.
my kids a stick shift to start. Welcome back into Sports Daily. Another hour live for you here on KFH. You can call in, be a part of the program. 869-1240 is that number. We appreciate everybody who's having fun with us today, participating in our shenanigans. It's Hawaiian Shirt Wednesday on the show. You can email the program as well. sportsdaily@kfhradio.com is that email. Thanks for watching us and being with us on 12 News Connected. You can also, of course, always find us on our social streams, Facebook, YouTube, X. You can leave comments right there. Very easy for us to take those out over the air. And, of course, the Odyssey app is always available where you can leave voice messages. Brady and headlines we missed brought up the FIFA stuff. I don't know. Rick lets us know that the U.S. men's national team scheduled 4 games in September that we need to watch so we can be prepared for the World Cup in 4 years. I appreciate the sarcasm there, Rick. I really do. Rick's a soccer guy. I'm not. I'm not watching that. I'm sorry. Like I'll be back. I will be all the way back when the World Cup comes back around. You better believe it. Until then,
Rick will watch for us.
Yeah, until then, yeah, that's right, Rick. You keep us apprised of what happens because I'm not doing it. We've got all kinds of good stuff for you here and another. We're going to preview the AFC South as best we can as players are dropping like flies across the league, across the NFL. Get you caught up on Chiefs camp. We'll do that this hour as well. We'll take you through some of the things that were discussed yesterday at Chiefs camp. That's coming for you. It's all what's on tap this hour, brought to you by, well, the Wichita Brewing Company. And it's Trivia Night. Trivia Night. Brady, almost called you TJ. It's Trivia Night. You're a trivia guy. We've already established that. What's on Tap brought to you by the Wichita Brewing Company, featuring Trivia Night every night on Wednesdays at WBC West at 7 o'clock. Prizes for first, second, and third place at WBC West for Trivia Wednesdays. That's tonight at 7. WBC Pizza and Beer made here.
Yeah, it's been a while, but did some trivia nights every now and then back in Manhattan in my K-State days.
If you had the option and the choice, would you choose trivia or karaoke?
Karaoke.
Same here.
Love me some karaoke.
Same here. I spent far more time in my barfly days karaokeing than trivia-ing. I felt bad. All the young folks at work last night, they were all ready to go have a beer after election night. And I was so proud of them. So proud of them for doing it, for wanting to do it, the desire to do that. It's one of my favorite things about this industry are those like you're young, you don't know, like you work the weirdest schedule. I just go to the bar. Like I miss those days. I'm still friends with the crews you come up with. I love it, love that they were doing it. But it's like, sorry guys, I got to be up early.
It was the same. They were asking me, and because they know how much I like karaoke. Because typically we try to do it on some Saturday nights because I usually work weekends too. So some Saturday nights try to hit it up. But yeah, on a weekday night, now it's like no, I don't think that would pass by the missus. On a weekday night to suddenly get home at like 2 or 3 in the morning.
Listen, I love it. It breaks my heart. There's nothing I would rather do than go have some beers after a long election day and sing a couple of tunes there for the.
But that energy was nice though, because that took me back to my younger days in the newsroom and just kind of that younger energy of the younger crowd wanting to do that after a big election night. So that was cool. That was kind of nice too.
I feel
those vibes.
I feel the same way. I was proud. I was proud of them, even though I couldn't participate. They're not awake right now. That I can tell you. They're not awake. All right. Couple of things before we get into football, because we're going to preview the AFC South. I want to get you caught up. So in the last 15 minutes or so, a couple updates. Ross Dellinger, Yahoo, on our Protect College Sports Act that we kind of just follow along with here daily, says that Majority Leader John Thune has filed cloture on the motion to proceed with the Protect College Sports Act. So that is the first, we keep hearing that word, cloture, right? It's the first of several steps to begin that process to get a full vote on this. Could drag on several days into the weekend. I think that's probably a really good sign. The vote could happen as early as Friday, Dellinger says, with a full vote over the weekend. But that's assuming lawmakers obtain the agreements, apparently, to waive the time constraints and clear other bills off the docket. Now, that will be a point of contention for people, right? Even our staunchest supporters of the Protect College Sports Act, a lot of them are like, this also isn't the most important thing happening right now. So that'll be interesting. Does this take the place of something else?
Yeah, I don't know. Well, because there's something else
I don't know
now.
why you can't just stay late and also do this.
Well, then there's that.
I'm not sure, and I don't even say that as a sarcastic joke. Partly it is a sarcastic joke. Like, I don't know procedurally if they're allowed to just say, we could also just stay late and get this in too, or if something actually has to come off. Don't know. Not sure. But I'm not going to sit here and I don't think we need to debate the priorities of the legislature and the order that they need to be concerned about them. That's not fun for anybody. But as we're observing, that's the news of the last 15 minutes or so. The cloture part is been filed. Now there's several steps and hurdles. Listen, we see this all the time. People say, "Oh, we're running out of deadlines," and then they extend the deadlines. So I think there's a pretty good chance that this gets voted on. I don't, like you, Brady, know if this is the only vote that needs to happen. If this vote, then the House vote. Is the House on the same recess as the Senate? Don't know. We do know that the president is very likely to sign this because he's been, putting the pressure on them to get it done. So I don't think there's anything in there, quite frankly, that he cares that much about other than that it gets done. So we'll see. I think it's if you wanting this to get done, I think that's probably positive news for you that this procedure is moving when it looked dead until Friday afternoon when we had the pivot from the Big Ten and the SEC.
Yeah, and after that Colorado ruling, yeah, I mean, basically
whatever it was, yeah, whatever stuck the hot shot to the butt and got this thing going. Whether it was the Colorado ruling, whether it was public pressure from the president, I have no idea. But something did. Something got him going. And whatever it is, good.
Everybody's brushing up on the Robert's Rules of Order this week as far as parliamentary procedure and cloture and all that.
I have been on committees. I am still on committees where parliamentary procedure is still followed in some way. And even in its most basic levels, it drives me crazy. Why can we not just sit in a room and figure something out?
See, I did competitive par law in high school, Jacob.
Oh, my God, Brady. And you're saying
Through
the girls
FFA.
weren't chasing after you?
Can you believe it?
Comic books, trading cards, and parliamentary law competitions?
Competitive. Yeah, competitive par law.
Man. What?
I could have been a lawyer, Jacob.
What is your... I should have been a lawyer, too.
Right.
I think about that all the time. As far as, like, the skills we are equipped with, I don't know that I would have liked to be one, but I'm with you on that. What is it? Competitive par law?
Yeah, so like back in my 4-H days, like 4-H meetings are ran using Robert's Rules of Order and par law, and you'd always have to have like sometimes we do model meetings where you're like judged on how you conduct a meeting. Because I was president my senior year, Jacob. No big deal.
Of course.
And then and then in FFA, there's like you have par law. It's basically the same
for those out there listening.
Yeah. But it's always just known as the National FFA Organization. They kind of tried to get away from that to be more wide ranging and allowing city folks and, urban folks in, because there's some things there's a lot of public speaking competitions in 4-H and FFA.
I love both 4-H and FFA.
Yeah.
You'll hear no slander. I was involved in both of those organizations.
Yeah. But yeah, we let's see. I think we won our district one year, and I know my chapter was either won or got second at the state level 1 year. So I had to know all that, all the rules, seconding, and all the little things, the procedure things that you got to do.
I hate them. I'll tell you that.
It was fun.
That's not fun. That isn't fun. If you want to say pulling trading cards is fun, yes, I can see how that's fun. Par law? That's not fun.
Are you moving us into a recess right now?
Yeah,
going into the break. I'll second it.
We want to take a recess for a minute.
Second.
We're going to come back and we're going to talk about the AFC South.
There we go.
Thoughts. Here we go. We're going to preview these divisions day by day here on Sports Daily. That's next.
If you bleed purple,
lightning, hail, tornadoes, flooding. It's the worst of severe weather, and it's coming. Spring brings warmer temperatures, but also dangerous weather conditions. Stay up to date day or night with the Storm Team 12 weather app. You'll get accurate forecasts, so you can plan ahead and stay safe, no matter the weather. Download the Storm Team 12 weather app, brought to you by Stutzman's Greenhouse.
The future of television has arrived. Next Gen TV is here with stunning video, movie theater quality sound, enhanced voice clarity, and interactive features, all upgradable for the future. Learn more at watchnextgentv.com.
Canvas of our imagination. They tell a story. Clouds affect the events of your day. Sometimes they growl, sometimes they inspire, but they're always the messengers of nature's mood, written in the sky. Storm Team 12 understands the language of clouds. We're dedicated to decoding their message, so you know what to expect. Behind every cloud, there is a story waiting to be told. Trust Ross Jansen and Storm Team 12, alerting you first to the impact on your life.
We are following a breaking update.
Every day, all day, stream the stories that have you talking near and far.
Whoever is behind the wheel of this bus is not stopping.
From hundreds of local reporters and meteorologists spanning the country.
Chaos here this morning at the UW campus.
Search LNL for the all-new Local News Live streaming app.
Odyssey is one of the most influential audio and entertainment brands in the nation. You already know Odyssey's iconic local radio brands in Wichita. But did you know Odyssey has the country's best collection of music, news, and sports brands? Odyssey is also a premium podcast creator, major event producer, and digital innovator. Odyssey brings people together across the country and right here in Wichita. Odyssey also delivers meaningful radio and digital audio results. Find out our story and impact at odysseyinc.com/Wichita.
Make yourself known now.
831001 in traffic pursuit.
Oh my God, here.
Investigate TV Plus begins with real people.
We investigate stories that impact you.
And inspire change every day.
Something is broken.
Real problems.
Why are they hiding it?
And real solutions.
My daughter was dying in front of me.
What was your reaction when he said that?
Investigate TV Plus, weekdays at 3:30 p.m. on KWCH.
Sometimes people tell us, I don't get it, it's just tea. But let me tell you, we are so much more than just tea. With 20 plus flavors of sweet and unsweet iced tea, the possibilities are endless. Come on in and try them all for free to find your favorite or get us on the go for your busy lifestyle. And don't miss happy hour every day. So the next time someone tells you it's just tea, tell them to come by and find out why we say, drink tea, be happy.
Jim Rome here, lighting up your afternoons on The Jim Rome Show. Catch me starting at 2 on Wichita's #1 sports radio, Kansas fan headquarters, 97.5 and 1240 KFH.
Mornings are busy. We're here to make your mornings better. We report the stories that affect you.
3 more Memorial Hospital lies from contaminated apple juice just a day after the FDA issue a recall.
We're here to make your mornings better.
Closing east and westbound lanes of K96 for repairs.
With 12 News, you're prepared for your whole day.
Scattered thunderstorms across the state into the afternoon.
Stay a step ahead with 12 News this morning on KWCH and KSEW.
On KFH.
All right, welcome back in, everybody, to Sports Daily. Glad to be here with you on a Hawaiian Shirt Wednesday, everybody. Thanks for being here. Thanks to Crestview Country Club for supporting the program. Give them a call. You can wear your Hawaiian shirts out there anytime. They had a Hawaiian family member appreciation event the other day out at the pool. Made it by. It was designed for me, I feel like, Brady. They had free beer out there. They cooked up some burgers, had shish kebabs. It was great.
Oh, what more do you want? That's a
Playing at the pool.
combo
No,
of things.
It's those kinds of family activities. I'm telling you, it's a great time. Get out there, take a tour of the facility. We appreciate their support. Breaking news here, Brady, for us. This is just coming in across. Washburn University basketball coach Brett Ballard, Hutch native, former KU Jayhawk, been tremendously successful at Washburn. Involved in a serious car accident last night in southeast Topeka. He has been seriously injured. That's confirmed by the university. So we'll keep our eye on that. I don't know what the status is as of this morning. This happened last night along the turnpike there. So Brett Ballard is in the hospital, I believe, after a car crash. He was the only one in the car. He was wearing a seatbelt, but we'll keep an eye out on that throughout the day here. But I wanted to put that out there for everybody, but because he's a Kansas guy, having a lot of success in the basketball world. All right, we come back here on Sports Daily. Brady, the AFC South. So we're taking this day by day. Yesterday we did the NFC South, and then, of course, one of the top defensive players perhaps in that conference goes down, it appears, with an injury for an ACL. A reminder of how much butt puckering there is during training camp, quite frankly. And you just hope that you avoid serious injury. I mean, you got to get ready for an NFL season. You got to play football. I don't think there's anything we can do about it. Football, there are just a lot of injuries in football. But this is a stressful time of year in that regard. So we move on then to the AFC South, which of course features the Houston Texans, the Indianapolis Colts, the Jacksonville Jaguars, and the Tennessee Titans. So Brady, I guess at the forefront, this division was pretty interesting last year. It seems to be getting more competitive. I think this is a fascinating one. Jacksonville won 13 games last year. There was a point where when they beat the Chiefs, that looked like an infuriating loss for the Chiefs, and then the Jags just kind of kept proving us wrong and stayed there. The Texans, despite not the best quarterback play, still ended up 12-5. The Colts lost Daniel Jones, derailed their season. Of course, they got off to the hot start and then lost 7 in a row to end the year. And then Tennessee is kind of bringing up the rear there now with another year of Cam Ward and a new coach and some changes there. I like the direction Tennessee's headed. I don't know what I think about Cam Ward, but I think they're making some decent moves and doing the right kinds of things to surround him with the right kind of people and get some weapons in there and all those. And Brian Daboll went there, I believe, correct, as the offensive coordinator, I think. Is that right? I think
the
Daboll
Jags
went to join Robert Saleh. Saleh getting his second chance is a good
that's right.
Good
Daboll.
Opportunity. Yep. I like that. I like that hire. I like that hire. Yeah, Dable is there as the offensive coordinator. You like that, so you feel pretty good about the coaching staff. But they're not going to be contending in this division, are they? They're an easy last place, right?
I mean, you would think so, but also they're bringing out some new threads, some new uniforms for Tennessee.
Their new uniforms are awesome. They look so good.
Throwback to the Oilers days.
Gotta
basically the same color scheme.
You gotta do it. Are they the only pro sports team that rocks the light blue as a primary? There's not another one, is there?
As far as pro sports?
Yeah, pro sports.
Yeah.
Rays,
no, I don't think so.
They wear the navy primarily.
Right.
You got to lean into that. Like, you don't get the opportunity to own a color like that in pro sports very often. And they have that chance. I'm glad they did that. Those look so good. Look those up if you haven't seen them.
So who knows? I mean, and it's a new era. Second year of Cam Ward. Again, like the coaching additions.
They could win 6 or 7 games and end up third in that division. It really does come down to Cam Ward, though.
It does.
Like, what's Cam Ward going to do? Because, Calvin Ridley was a disappointment. They bring in Carnell Tate, obviously, is a very highly touted offensive player prospect. I think the coaching changes could really help them. I'm glad Saleh got another chance.
Deserved it.
I want to see what he can do now that he doesn't have the Aaron Rodgers mess to deal with.
You got a raw deal in New York.
I'm glad Brian Daboll is getting a second chance. I think this is a good path for him. Go back and kind of prove it again as an offensive coordinator, and basically follow what happened with Robert Saleh. Go be a good defensive coordinator, and somebody's going to give you a chance again. If Brian Daboll can get the best out of this offense, he'll be a head coach within 2 or 3 years again. So I think they're doing all the right things. I've liked their offseason, but I don't think I'm going to have them ahead of anybody else. The Colts are interesting. I would again put the Colts third. If Daniel Jones is back quicker than people expect, I'm not sure how we don't raise expectations on them. Brady, Jonathan Taylor's healthy, looks great. They gave Alec Pierce a bunch of money. I mean, other than losing Michael Pittman, they look lined up to be good again. I think their question is, when can they get Daniel Indiana Jones back? And all accounts are he's progressing quickly. So if you knew Daniel Jones is back and ready to rock and roll for a lot of the season, most of the season, I think they'd have a chance to get back. It's weird because he's there for the start of training camp. He suffered a torn Achilles in December. So we never see that out of an Achilles, right? There's a couple of them. George Kittle is ahead of schedule with an Achilles, I heard.
And Mahomes seems to be.
Well, but he's got an ACL. The ACL, we've gotten good at ACLs as a society. Like, they can get ACLs fixed real quick. But Achilles? Not even as recently. Look at Aaron Rodgers and Kirk Cousins' recoveries.
True.
Those. Those
and
are
how rusty they
a
were.
Year. But we got George Kittle. George Kittle's was his December 2 or January. He kind of looks on track a little bit. Daniel Jones has been playing in training camp. He's been a participant. So what does on track mean for him if he's cleared to play in training camp? Could he be ready for the start of the season?
And he's obviously the key for the Colts team because Anthony Richardson doesn't seem to be the guy at all.
Is he the backup still? I don't even know who the backup is.
Yeah, I have all the depth charts pulled up, and he's still listed at number 2. But we saw what happened when Daniel Jones got hurt. I mean, early in the season, the Colts looked like, man, are they going to be a one-loss team?
For a while, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, they were.
They've got Jonathan Taylor. They've got a good line. The Tyler Warren looks like the real deal at tight end.
Yeah, he does.
And so, I think the loss of Pittman hurts, but if Warren can step in and replace the production, Josh Downs is probably an underrated player. I think they got a chance to be really good.
Emperor K-State fans, remember DJ Giddens is backing up Jonathan Taylor, and he'll be year 2 for DJ Giddens.
Primary backup, as far as I know.
Sure.
He's got the skill set where he could probably mix it in a little bit, even if Taylor is as true a bell cow back as there is anymore in the NFL and was fantastic last year. I think they're a really intriguing team if Daniel Jones is back and looks good, right? That's the other thing about the Achilles is even when guys come back, it does seem like it takes a minute to get back up to speed.
Like Rodgers, like Cousins.
But if he's back in July, he's younger than both of those guys were when they went through their injury. Point. So I'm intrigued by them. I think they're one of the more interesting range of outcome teams in the NFL. Then we get into the two teams at the top of the division last year, the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Houston Texans. Boy, I think I'm still a little jaded to Jacksonville's turnaround. You know, Trevor Lawrence, we waited so long for. He was really, really good last year. Is that for real? Is that a mirage? They have invested heavily in that offense. They do lose, again, is it Achane or Etienne? But whatever. You know who I'm talking about.
Right,
They
but a big loss.
Him. He's gone. But Bashal Tutin's there. They took him last year to kind of challenge there anyway. So you have that going. Tank Bigsby's still there, yes. So I kind of like their pass catchers. I think they've got three pretty good ones, and Lawrence will run. I don't know what would hold me back from them. It's really because so, you know, are they going to win 13 games again? I wouldn't bet on that, but I think they could get back to the postseason for sure. But man, the Texans, I think, are good enough to win the Super Bowl. David Montgomery's there now. That's a team that did what they did with Stroud not playing well, without a run game, with tons of injuries at wide receiver, and the best defense perhaps in football. You give me a little bit more from Stroud, but the reality is they brought in David Montgomery. You know, Sonic and Knuckles have been broken up. Knuckles comes over to Houston. He's been effective everywhere he's ever been in the NFL. I think Houston has a chance to win the Super Bowl. I don't think I can say the same thing about Jacksonville. But I'm willing to be wrong about that. I think Jacksonville's ascending. Like I was a doubter last year. I wouldn't say that I'm a doubter this year. It's just, are they in that upper echelon of teams that could win a Super Bowl? I'm going to say no to Jacksonville, but Houston 100% yes. Even if CJ Stroud doesn't come back to what we saw early in his career. You tell me that team can run the ball? The way they play defense, I'm in on Houston.
Yeah, that defense is lights out. But you know, the Jags, I'm looking at last year's regular season team defense stats. I didn't realize that the Jags, their defense was a top 10 defense in points allowed. They allowed 19.8 points per game. Texans 17.4. So, you know, just a few points away from.
I think they were
what the Texans
third
did.
or fourth best defense in the AFC by points allowed, something like that. I think last year
For Houston or Jacksonville.
No, Jacksonville. They were. I
Let's
think they
see,
were right behind the Chiefs.
They were eighth.
It was Houston.
Or Seattle, actually. Seattle was first in points allowed.
I was looking in the AFC.
Gotcha. Okay, gotcha.
The Patriots had a really good defense last year. The Chiefs did not good enough, obviously, for the Chiefs.
Right.
And I think the Jags were right there. And they've drafted heavily into that defense. What if Travis Hunter leans more into being just a DB and a little less receivers? Does that make their defense better?
Sure. Actually, the Jags' run defense was the best in the league last year. They allowed 85.6 points or 85.6 yards per game.
Which is a big deal these days
That's
in
huge.
the NFL. Everybody wants to run the ball now. And if you're playing Houston twice a year, you'd think that gives you some advantages against you. Houston's going to want to run the ball. I don't know if what are you? Does CJ Stroud ever get back to the player we saw early in his career?
That's what it's going to hinge on, I think, for Houston. His mental space, because it seems like he's lost confidence.
The reason I like Houston is because even if he's only as good as he was a year ago, which isn't that good, I still think they have a chance to be awesome. I like if Montgomery's healthy and doing what he's always done, and they can seriously play football that way, they're going to be really hard to beat. I don't anticipate the defense taking any steps back, right? I kind of expect the defense to just be a D'Amico Ryans dominant, one of the best defenses in the NFL defense, like they always are.
Well, and plus with David Montgomery, he's been in Chicago, he's been at Detroit, and especially at Detroit, he didn't have to be the number one guy.
And they still have Woody Marks, their rookie.
Right. That's what I was about to say, is that it's not a situation where, because a lot of times you see this happen all over the league for years and years and years, right? You got a guy like David Montgomery or somebody that was splitting time somewhere else, was really good, then they bring him over, and now he's the number one guy getting all the carries all the time, and you don't see the production that you saw when it was more of a tandem. So Houston's smart here when you got Woody Marks. It doesn't have to be all on David Montgomery, and It seems like that's the system where he has thrived and can continue to thrive.
And I do think, I think Montgomery's going to get the ball a lot. But, remember the two Iowa State receivers they took? Tank Dell is apparently looking healthy. They all of a sudden look really deep in pass catchers. I don't know if, Higgins and Noel's hurt at the moment. He is going to likely miss a few weeks. I think he's okay for the regular season. But they've obviously got Nico Collins, who's one of the best in the league. Tank Dell was awesome when he was there. That could be the thing. Like, if he comes back and he's healthy, that was the thing. He really helped C.J. Stroud. Like, their connection was very apparent. So, plus you have the two Iowa State guys they drafted early last year. Like, all of a sudden, like, they're kind of deep there. And I don't, you said it's on Stroud. It's on Stroud. I think that's probably, like, I think they have as high a floor as any team in football. If their ceiling goes to win a Super Bowl, that's on Stroud. It's pretty hard to look at Houston and not see them winning, 10 games this year?
Oh, at least. Yeah. And actually looking at strength of schedule, Jacob, Texans' 7th easiest schedule for 2026.
Interesting. I'm going to guess that has something to do with the division they got lined up with then. Because that's probably the case. They didn't win the division, so they get the second place schedule, right? I'm pulling up their win totals right now. Their win total for the year at 9.5. I don't make those bets typically because they take too long to pay off. Even money for a season-long win total, nah. I'm not patient enough for that, but I'd take that over. I would take that.
Yeah, I would too. I would too.
Houston looks really good. So as we look at the division, then who do you have winning the division, Jacksonville or Houston?
Man, because initially when we were first looking at this, and I was kind of getting that mindset of the AFC South, I mean, the easy answer is Houston, but I didn't realize that the Jags defense ranked that high last year. So if they can keep that going, but again, the question mark is at running back for the Jags, losing at the end. So I feel like Houston has less questions.
They've got it, lined up. They've got it lined up. So I think they have enough pieces in place there to make up for that. I think Basil Tootin, they took him for a reason.
True.
And they can use him for a reason. But so what was your pick, Jacksonville or Houston?
To me, I feel like there's less question marks and we know more about the Texans.
Okay, so we got this division the same.
Yeah.
Houston, Jacksonville, Indianapolis, Tennessee. All four of these, I think, the Titans, again, they may get a lot better but win 6 games. But I think you're looking at, we can finish the discussion this way. Houston, I think we both feel like could be a Super Bowl contender. What about Jacksonville and Indianapolis? Because I'm not quite there with Jacksonville, but I'm not going to be floored. And the way we saw Indianapolis play with Daniel Jones, is that a sneaky pick? Potentially, maybe.
It's an interesting division.
It's a stretch for me. But I do think this is a really good division. That's the AFC South, everybody. We're going to come back. Let's go out to Chiefs camp, see what we learned yesterday from Chiefs camp. That's next on Sports Daily.
Lightning, hail, tornadoes, flooding. It's the worst of severe weather, and it's coming. Spring brings warmer temperatures, but also dangerous weather conditions. Stay up to date day or night with the Storm Team 12 weather app. You'll get accurate forecasts so you can plan ahead and stay safe, no matter the weather. Download the Storm Team 12 weather app, brought to you by Stutzman's Greenhouse.
The future of television has arrived. Next Gen TV is here with stunning video, movie theater quality sound, enhanced voice clarity, and interactive features, all upgradable for the future. Learn more at watchnextgentv.com.
The canvas of our imagination. They tell a story. Clouds affect the events of your day. Sometimes they growl, sometimes they inspire, but they're always the messengers of nature's mood written in the sky. Storm Team 12 understands the language of clouds. We're dedicated to decoding their message so you know what to expect. Behind every cloud, there is a story waiting to be told. Trust Ross Jansen and Storm Team 12, alerting you first to the impact on your life.
We are following a breaking update.
Every day, all day, stream the stories that have you talking near and far.
Whoever is behind the wheel of this bus is not stopping.
From hundreds of local reporters and meteorologists spanning the country.
Chaos here this morning at the UW campus.
Search LNL for the all-new Local News Live streaming app.
Odyssey is one of the most influential audio and entertainment brands in the nation. You already know Odyssey's iconic local radio brands in Wichita. But did you know Odyssey has the country's best collection of music, news, and sports brands? Odyssey is also a premium podcast creator, major event producer, and digital innovator. Odyssey brings people together across the country and right here in Wichita. Odyssey also delivers meaningful radio and digital audio results. Find out our story and impact at odysseyinc.com/Wichita.
Make yourself known now.
31001 in traffic pursuit.
Oh my God, here.
Investigate TV Plus begins with real people.
We investigate stories that impact you.
And inspire change every day.
Something is broken.
Real problems.
Why are they hiding it?
And real solutions.
My daughter was dying in front of me.
What was your reaction when he said that?
Investigate TV Plus, weekdays at 3:30 p.m. on KWCH.
Sometimes people tell us, I don't get it, it's just tea. But let me tell you, we are so much more than just tea. With 20 plus flavors of sweet and unsweet iced tea, the possibilities are endless. Come on in and try them all for free to find your favorite or get us on the go for your busy lifestyle. And don't miss happy hour every day. So the next time someone tells you it's just tea, tell them to come by and find out why we say drink tea, be happy.
Jim Rome here, lighting up your afternoons on The Jim Rome Show. Catch me starting at 2 on Wichita's #1 sports radio, Kansas Fan Headquarters, 97.5 and 1240 KFH.
Mornings are busy. We're here to make your mornings better. We report the stories that affect you.
3 more hospitalized from contaminated apple juice just a day after the FDA issued a recall.
We're here to make your mornings better.
Closing east and westbound lanes of K96 for repairs.
With 12 News, you're prepared for your whole day.
Scattered thunderstorms across the state into the afternoon.
Stay a step ahead with 12 News this morning on KWCH and KSCW.
Do this thing. Go!
Sports Daily is on KFH.
All right, welcome back, everybody. It is Sports Daily. We're glad to be here with you. We've gotten a lot accomplished today. Some good, some
what a day.
Jury's still out. I made a critical mistake by underestimating the audience, and I will learn my lesson on that. But we have somehow, I seriously can't believe that somehow Brady has weaseled in card pulling into Sports Daily.
What a day!
This has been. Listen. Hawaiian Shirt Wednesdays. We're for the people. So if the people want card pulls, we can. I set the limit to 5. You needed 5 supporters because I didn't think there was any way you were getting 5 supporters.
Got it like that.
20 minutes. You had 5 supporters of Brady. Now we're working out the details on it. So in some capacity, pulling cards will be a part of the show moving forward. We'll probably start that up next week. I know we have Joshua Briscoe coming in Friday, a bit ahead of schedule. He'll start his weekly visits kind of with the rest of the week. We got about a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks for a lot of our regulars coming in. But some of these, we want to get them in now. So we'll get Joshua Briscoe on Friday to come in and talk about Chiefs camp and what he's seeing. Of course, pre- and post-game host on Chiefs Radio Network right here on KFH. Right here on the Odyssey family, I should say. Let me correct myself on that. Right here on our family of networks. But you'll hear Joshua Briscoe on that pretty frequently. But he'll come in Friday to discuss what we're seeing at camp. And, Brady, right now, Kansas City's had the injury scares. We got the good updates yesterday on both Xavier Worthy and Cyrus Allen in the wide receiver room. That's kind of been it so far. Knock on wood, find it, knock on it somewhere. But they've avoided it because we're seeing, again, across the league, multiple players now done for the year already, and which is just excruciating if you're a fan of those teams. Kansas City now, of course, the injury situation. Everybody's watching Patrick Mahomes, right? He looked like he had less of a brace on yesterday. They're not going, the coaches don't want to overstate any of this, but we're watching Mahomes jump around, have fun, go under center. Yesterday, the passing game coordinator, Joe Blameyer, who is filling in for the most part for Eric Bieniemy as he deals with his personal tragedy. Everybody's stepping up a little bit, but I believe Blameyer is into that role. So he was then asked about the same thing Andy Reid didn't want to talk a lot about yesterday, which was Mahomes under center, rolling left, rolling right. Now, the question was phrased yesterday about sort of his movement, and the answer was they don't want to basically what they're trying to do is not put any limitations on what Mahomes can do. So that's now 2 days in a row. One of the coaches has said, don't read too much into the under center thing. But that's a hard one to decipher because a coach isn't going to tell you what they want to do offensively before the season starts. Brady, we have high school football coaches who, when you go visit them, don't shoot this. We don't want anybody to see this. And we kind of laugh at that stuff. But you don't think the NFL so it's hard to decipher it. How much of this is coach speak? How much of this is honesty? And how much do the Chiefs want to put Patrick Mahomes under center, roll him out, and go into play action? It is a big-time storyline to watch right now. And it'll be until we get to week 1 and the real live ones, I don't think we're going to get an answer. They're just going to have to prove it. Because I'd tell you it sure looks like they want to line Mahomes up under center. But again, Blameyer, the passing game coordinator, says yesterday they're making sure Mahomes has, complete freedom and mobility and all those things. I don't buy it. I think they're going under center more, and I think they're going to run more play action this year. Do you buy it's just them testing Mahomes' mobility and making sure he can do everything with his knee?
No, I'm with you. I think that's why you bring in Kenneth Walker, right? I hope we see Mahomes under center in some play action. I think we need to see that to, one, kind of help protect Mahomes a little bit and just kind of add a little spice to the offense and keep the defenses guessing and more honest. So, yeah. No, I think that's going to be a little bit of a plan. Now, how much they're going to do it, how predominant that's going to be, I don't know. But I think we're going to see it, and I think they're practicing for it.
They just, Walker is not there being paid that kind of money to take handoffs out of the shotgun.
Yeah, I think Walker's top 10 per season as far as pay. He might even be closer to top 5.
I'm going to pull this up right now.
I saw that list a little bit ago when we were looking at
And
Robinson.
it just changed because we've had a couple of raises since they signed Walker. So I'm getting that pulled up right now. But he's not ahead of Barkley, McCaffrey, or Achane, I don't think.
Right. Yeah, that sounds right.
Kenneth Walker slots 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So he's 8th right now. We've seen new contracts, though. So Etienne signed after him, or Achane signed after him with New Orleans and got more total money, more guaranteed, though. Like if we sort this, let me sort this by guaranteed money because that's really all that matters in the NFL, right? If you go by guaranteed money, he slots 6th right now. Jeremiah Love, it's so funny. Jeremiah Love has the most guaranteed money. That's why that's kind of a risky pick for Arizona, by the way, because it guarantees the most money to a running back. Jeremiah Love has more guaranteed money than the contract Bijan Robinson just signed, as you pointed out yesterday. Yeah. Saquon, so it goes Love, Robinson, Barkley, Genty, Hall, Walker as most guaranteed money remaining. They gave him a lot of money for the position. You don't do that. You don't spend all the money on the line to not have Walker try to be as effective as he can be. They would have picked somebody else if that wasn't the intent, right? Like you would have brought in a running back more designed to run that way. They're going to be under center more.
And they need to be because we saw what happened. Really, to me, we saw a flash of this in the Chiefs lost to the Buccaneers in that Super Bowl where Mahomes was running around just under pressure the whole time. And then a lot of last year, well, actually going back 2 years ago, we kind of started seeing that more and more. And last year, that really reared its ugly head when he got injured late. Yeah, I think the Chiefs organization's like, we can't keep doing this. We got to get a run game established and take some pressure off Mahomes.
I don't care what they say. Sometimes we have to watch what they do. They invested all the money in the offensive line, right? They have graded one of the better run blocking lines in football. They had almost no explosive runs last year.
3.
They go spend a boatload of money on Kenneth Walker. Okay, Kenneth Walker is really good at the thing he does, which is breaking off long runs. I just looked this up. Sports Illustrated has Walker as about 66% of Walker's snaps over his career, his runs, his carries have come under center. About 33% have come out of the shotgun. Under center, he has averaged 4.5 yards per carry. Out of shotgun, he's averaged a not very good 3.9 yards per carry. He is a guy that runs the ball when the quarterback's under center. If you had the design to continue to run the ball out of shotgun, you don't go give Kenneth Walker the 3rd or 4th most guaranteed money for a running back. So, again, we're going to hear the coaches keep saying, don't read too much into that. We want him to be able to do everything and all these things. I just don't buy it. Now, does that mean the Chiefs are never going to run shotgun again? Of course it doesn't mean that. They've got other players that can run out of shotgun. But they gave Kenneth Walker and this offensive line a boatload of money. Their quarterback is coming off of the most serious injury he's ever suffered. They will run the ball out of under center formations. They just will. They're kind of thin and not, we don't even know how really good they are at wide receiver. Like they want to line the ball up and they want to run it down people's throats. Now, that's what they're telling us by their roster decisions that they've made. They spent almost all their draft capital and resources on the defense. Again, probably because they just want to run the ball offensively a lot more this year. Everything they're doing, every roster decision they've made the last 12 or 24 months almost has been about this, building up to this ball control offense. They're telling us with what they're doing.
Yeah, and sometimes you got to switch it up. I mean, we know all the time, no matter what level of football, sometimes you run to set up the pass, and sometimes you pass to set up the run. And in this case, there's a clear objective of getting the run established to open up and set up the pass for Mahomes. And again, just to protect him a little bit more and not put so much pressure. I mean, we saw the turnovers last year and interceptions for Mahomes that were often in kind of desperate throws and situations, because what else could they do? They knew they had to throw it. They knew they didn't have a home run hitter to hand the ball off to. So this can solve a lot of issues and make life a little bit easier for Mahomes in the passing game.
Let's be honest here. The Chiefs' offense last year was to have Mahomes run around and make plays with his legs.
Yep, which he can do. We know he can do that, but
they weren't very good at anything offensively last year. So here we go, right? They're going to keep saying these things at camp. Not only have they shown us through all of their roster transactions recently that it's going to change in this direction. By the way, they brought back Eric Bieniemy, running back guy. They are showing it to us in practice. They keep lining up under center. And so we'll keep, the reporters will keep doing their job and asking the questions, and the coaches will keep deflecting because it's coaches and they don't want anybody to have any sort of tip or hand. But I'm just telling you, coaches, like, if you don't think the rest of the league is watching and seeing, like, the next time the first opposing defensive coordinator walks into the room, well, what do you think the Chiefs are going to do today? I don't know. They've done all these things to bring in Kenneth Walker. They'll probably give it to Walker 10 times and line up in shotgun and throw it 40. That's not like that. Those days are done this year. It's not happening. And the word that keeps coming to my head with the Chiefs offense is efficiency. This has a chance to be a lethally efficient offense. If they are able to play defense the way they need to, this offense has a chance to be surgical. Like, I envision, and it's hard because we haven't seen this before really, but Mahomes with a defense selling out to stop the run, oh my goodness. They're going to tear people apart.
High as a kite, everybody. Goofball.
Surgically. But things have to happen. Max, that was Max, the Chiefs hater, there with that sound effect. A lot of things have to happen still, right? Kenneth Walker has to fit in the right way. They have to hope that their offensive line is settled in, right tackle. I'd say there's questions at a couple of those spots. So there are things we still need to see. But I laugh every time I see somebody ask about play action and line, and they're like, "Oh, we're not really. Don't read too much into that. Like we're not really gonna, come on. We all know what you're gonna do." So that's what came out of camp yesterday. Not a lot more positive praise for Peter Woods. I think we're entering the part of that though where Brady. It's just mostly because everybody's asking about Peter Woods that we're getting all the rave. Like, What are these guys going to say? He kind of sucks. So I think a lot of the attention with Woods is reporters are seeing him look dominant in some of the reps, and so they continue to ask coaches and players about him, and the praise comes in. So I want to temper expectations a little bit, even though I'm real bullish about him. I want to pump the brakes probably on that. It's a rookie defensive tackle. Like let's not put too much on him to be the thing that solves the defense or the questions we at least know are coming for the defense. But that's it from Chiefs camp today. We'll get another report on them tomorrow. We got Tim Fitzgerald tomorrow, Brady. We will continue to make progress on the perhaps tragic mistake I've made, or maybe this will be the best thing ever.
Hey, a lot of mistakes turned out that way. They start out as mistakes, and it's like, oh, this is the greatest thing that's ever happened. A lot of great inventions started that way, Jacob.
Headlines I Missed is one of my favorite segments.
Yeah.
It was created out of smart assery, and now it's a staple, and I love it. And this one perhaps could be the same way. I will enjoy when you pull some random obscure player and saying, oh, yeah, remember that guy? Like, there's a part of that that'll be good. But we'll work out the details. The people have spoken. The man of my word. Brady got his necessary support in the voters. Thanks, everybody, for enabling him, I suppose.
What a show. What a day.
What a day. Following let's Hawaiian Shirt Wednesday.
Oh,
man.
Good vibes.
Why don't you go wash your car? Brady loves to hand
It needs
wash
it.
his-
It does
why don't you
need
go-
it.
Why don't you go wash your car, Brady, and just make it the perfect day? Just the perfect day for Brady. All right, we'll come back tomorrow. Thanks to Max. Thanks to Brady. Thanks, everybody, for participating. Callers, commenters, all of you. We appreciate it. The brand new Sports Daily, 3 hours live every day. We'll be right back with it tomorrow. See ya.